What's up, Primos? Welcome back to another episode of SoulPrimos. My name is Melvin Diaz.
And I'm Joe Romero.
And today we're super excited because one of our friends out in Texas that makes his own whiskey,
Yes.
a.k.a. El Whiskilero, on Instagram and all social media platforms, sent us 2 bottles of whiskey. For free!
Yeah, for free. See, when we first started the pod, what were some of the dreams we wanted? Obviously to fucking enjoy each other's company, be friends. We're like, hopefully people, we would love if someone sent us stuff. Specifically, we love drinking. Yeah. And this man was gracious enough to send him some fucking whiskey, bro. Yeah. And I told him when he said it to us, I'm like, we don't deserve you. Yeah. We don't deserve this. Like, we love drinking whiskey. We can barely handle it at times. Yeah. But you giving us this is so beautiful because this is exactly what we love, man. Yeah. No, really, like we between Joel and I, we love lights, cameras, whiskey. Yeah. Music. That's it. Yes. That's if it wasn't for any of those, we would not be here. Yeah. And we're like super excited. It's called Still Austin. So it's called Still Austin Whiskey, as in Austin, Texas. This one, the one that we've been sipping on right now, or we haven't been sipping on, but the one we poured already is called Red Corn Bourbon Whiskey. Yes. Aged 5 years. Yo, and then there's not many bottles that I drink are 50%. You know what I mean? Yeah. Normally 35, 40 fucks me up. Really? Well, because you're a lightweight. Well, because I drink a lot of it. I overconsume. Yes. So 50, it feels good. And it feels nice, good. It tastes the little sips that we've had so far. So we're going to take our first official sip right now. But this was aged 5 years. Yes. So 5 years ago, this is 2019. Oh, I was like, before the pandemic. 19. Wait, 5 years ago? I was still in high school 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I remember I jerked off for the first time. 5 years ago, I was getting ready for my high school graduation. Dude, 5 years ago... Actually, I graduated college 5 years ago. Oh, did you really? Yeah. Oh, congrats, dude. Yeah, thanks. 5 years ago, my parents didn't even have me. They weren't even thinking about me. Yeah. I wasn't even a thought 5 years ago. I was a thought. I was a thought. You were a thought. Come on, man. You were a thought. Yeah. So and it's got a gorgeous, dude, the artwork on these bottles is insane because I saw on his website and his social media, like he has more artwork. This is a gorgeous red snake on a cactus, dude. Yes. And Texas as fuck. Yes, man. And normally the bottles that I get okay, first of all, normally the bottles that I get are plastic, which this is not. Yeah. I don't know if we can have bottles that you get could be used as motor oil. Yeah, when I'm low on gas, I just fucking go to my fridge and get the Canadian Mist. Yeah, and next thing you know, I got 45 miles. Yeah. This is not like what you usually buy, dude. No. This got beautiful artwork and it tastes great and it's smooth, man. Normally with the other shit that I you know the shit that I buy. Yeah, it's plastic and you drink it and you got to be like. It hurts. It like leaves blisters in your esophagus. Yes, and the hangovers are fucking terrible. The hangovers are gosh awful, dude. Yes, that's why you don't buy bottom shelf and then go even lower to the plastic melted shit, dude. And the second bottle, it's has a gorgeous white rabbit in the midst of grass and greenery. And this is a straight rye whiskey. Yes. I'm excited for this one because I like my whiskey straight and rye. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we got to finish. So let's finish this bottle. We pour ourselves some big ass fucking cups. This is a huge ass fucking portion. So let's finish the first bottle, then we'll drink the second bottle for Patreon. Yes. No, we don't have a Patreon. No, we don't have a Patreon yet. We're going to get a Patreon once we hit 1,000 subscribers. But this is for El Whiskilero. Yes. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you. We love you. Official sip of this, your gorgeous, beautiful drink. Let's take a big ass drink. Yeah? Is that 3 gulps? Okay. Let's just finish it. Okay, I'll do some big gulps. Okay, all right, let's do big gulps. Okay. All right. Boys, girls, primos, primas, don't try this at home. Don't try this at home, but we love you all. Yes. Boom. A celebration to SoulPrimos to you guys. I never in my life thought that I would get sent free stuff. I told my dad. And he was like, it's like before we sip. It's one thing getting sent free stuff. Like, it's one thing if El Whiskilero just bought 2 bottles of whiskey and sent it to us. That'd be awesome. Yeah. But he made this. Yes. This is his creation, and he likes us enough to all the way from Texas, sending all the way to LA. Yeah. There's no words. Yes. And like before, when you said it's alcohol, it's not just, it's like a week or 2 of good times. Yeah. Every time we drink, it's a good time. Listen to music. Yeah. So thank you for giving us the good times, good vibes. Yeah. El Whiskilero. We love you. Whiskilero. Salud. Big gulps.
Yeah.
That was a bigger gulp than mine.
I don't think you're supposed to. Look, you're not supposed to gulp whiskey.
Yeah, okay.
But I just did, motherfucker.
That wasn't the fairest. Okay, that wasn't like the best first reaction because you gulped it.
Okay, yeah, I gulped it.
So there's next
that's
one.
Actually really, it's so smooth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have fucking with all the shit that I drink, I would have been like,
yeah. Oh, dude, with the shit that you buy, I'd be like, or like I buy vodka or tequila.
Yeah.
I would have had to be like, oh. I'd like run around the fucking room.
Yes, but
dude, this is actually so smooth.
We're sitting down in one piece, man. We're
Red
good.
corn bourbon whiskey.
Okay.
And you know what? And he gave us little postcards that kind of explain what we just did. So, did you taste this cinnamon?
Yes.
I really did taste the cinnamon. Mild truffle. Ooh. Freshly ground coffee rounded out by hints of vanilla cream soda.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
That's exactly what it tastes
sensual,
like.
Dude.
Yeah.
Very sexual. Dude, you know, I want to be one of those guys that are just like this. They're just like, these channels where they test whiskeys and shit.
Yeah.
Before they drink it, they're just like, it's got a little bit of this.
Oh,
hint of fluorescent, fentanyl. Ooh, a taste of... hints of gingivitis, all this shit. I'm like, wow.
Yes.
I want to get to that point, man.
Yes, it's like there's like truffle cultivated on the eastern sector of a field on the side of a hill.
Ooh, so now I can say
after it rained.
Okay, so it tastes like cinnamon, mild truffle, freshly ground coffee, vanilla ice cream, charred grapefruit. I have those words in my vocabulary right now.
Yes.
So now when I go somewhere else and they're like, what does it smell like? I'm like, dude, it smells like candied orange peel. Anybody thought about that? Yeah. It smells like milk chocolate.
Yeah. And then what are they gonna tell you? They're gonna be like, I gave you a ginger ale.
Yeah, or I'm just at Denny's. I'm just minding my. This is chocolate chip pancake.
Yeah. You asked for a shot of Jose Cuervo. Yes.
So look, listen, man, we're just becoming better people. And also, listen, I love the artwork. It inspires. We love art.
Yes.
If you had your own whiskey and you had to decide what goes on the label, or what artwork goes on there,
or like the name, like what it's called, yeah.
Well, I guess both.
Yeah.
Give me some ideas.
So I think if I started a whiskey, I won't start a whiskey because Whiskylero, he's already the best in the game.
Yeah.
I would probably start a tequila brand, right?
Ooh, yeah.
And I would call it, I would call it Hecho in LA.
Oh, what the fuck, bro? Why?
No. I'll be honest with you. I'll call it asthma attack.
Oh,
yeah. I'll call it asthma attack.
Yes,
it's so good it'll give you asthma attack.
Yes. Have you had an asthma attack recently?
No, actually not recently. Not in half a year. Yeah, but I remember my worst asthma attack. I blacked out at the Glendale Galleria at a mall.
Were you on a date?
No, I was like 11.
Damn.
Yeah.
And what do you feel when you get an asthma attack? Because I've only seen it in signs.
In signs, yeah. So basically, have you seen World War Z?
Oh, no, yes, but I don't remember much of it.
Yeah. So asthma attack, basically, it's like So it feels like someone is grabbing your esophagus because your esophagus goes. It's like a tube, and then it leads into your lungs. It feels like there are 4 hands. 2 are grabbing your esophagus and tightening them, and then the other 2 are grabbing each lung and tightening them. So you can't. It's like breathing through a straw.
Yeah.
But not a regular straw. You know those like thin red straws that they give you for coffee?
Yeah.
You know the coffee ones?
Yeah. The ones you swirl.
It's like breathing through that.
That's terrible.
Even if you have like your mouth is open and you're like trying to intake it, all you can breathe is like through a straw.
So in that situation, let's say you have no inhaler.
Yeah.
You just got to calm down and relax.
You have to calm down in order to not pass out. Because if you start freaking out, you'll pass out and then you can hit your head on something, falling down. Or sometimes some people die in their sleep because they're asleep.
But why does that flare up? Like
so sometimes through physical assertion, through like mental, like sometimes like when my asthma would be really, really bad or it gets really bad and I don't take my medication, if I sneeze too hard, it activates an asthma attack.
Damn.
Sometimes, I always think this is like God's funniest joke on me. Sometimes when I would laugh too hard, I would get an asthma attack. and then I would have to like use my inhaler and shit like that. Obviously, through physical activities with your partner that can flare up. Yeah, walking upstairs, like literally, like even when I was at my fittest and I was like playing like competitive basketball, I still had to go through that shit. Even though I was more athletic than most people, I still had like asthma. Like it was obviously like the more weight that you have and the more unhealthy that you are, the worse your asthma is. Yeah. But like it's still there even if you're the fittest person in the world.
Yeah, man, it's sad because as a person without asthma, I was a victim of bronchitis many years, but it's not the same. Yeah. It's chronic, but it's not the same. But sometimes I don't understand. We don't get like the beauty of just being able to breathe properly.
Oh yeah, dude, being able to breathe. Yeah. It's just like the inability to breathe, and then it's also sucks because like the medication that they give you, a lot of the times it fucks with your emotional status, it fucks with your head and shit like that. So it's like be miserable and depressed and anxious and angry, but then be able to breathe, or be a happy, healthy, mentally healthy gentleman, but you can't breathe.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but the only time I do kind of like appreciate is when I can breathe properly is like when I'm sick and I have both my nostrils filled up. Yeah. And then like maybe I have phlegm in my throat and then I can't breathe at night. Yeah. And I'm just like, man, remember the good old days like a week ago? Yeah. And I was able to breathe properly. I was like, I'm never gonna take that shit for granted. Yeah. And then you stop being sick and then you completely forget about it. Yeah. And it's not right.
Dude, one time I was at the mall with my parents and my sisters, and I'm like 11. I'm like 10 or 11. No, I think I might be like 8 or 9, right? Because I was still like in elementary school, and you have to walk through the fucking mall. So we're walking so much that my asthma starts filling up and I can't breathe. And I'm like, Dad, because I can't even talk while that shit's happening, right? I'm like, I can't breathe. And my parents are like, use your inhaler. That's what we got it for you. Yeah. And I was just like, I left it in the car. And they're just like, oh my God. All right, so we have to walk all the way back to the car. And in order to get to the parking lot, you have to go to an elevator. And in the elevator, I just feel the door. I see the doors close. And I black out because like I just can't breathe. Yeah. And apparently like I hit my head on the wall really hard. My sister told me. And my dad like was like picking me up. And I was like passed out. And then I just hear the ding of the elevator opening. And I wake back up. Wow. And I don't even remember blacking out. Yeah. I just remember my dad had me like standing up, but he was holding me up. So like as soon as I hear the ding and I wake back up, I start walking again, right? So I start just walking towards the car. Yeah. And I remember walking towards the car, stepping out, and then looking back, and my family's like horrified. Yeah. And I was like, the car. Yeah. I was like, the car. And they were just like, you just passed out. And I didn't even register. I was like, I just need to get to my inhaler. And what's it called? And yeah, that's why like when I see UFC fighters and stuff like that, when they say they don't remember getting knocked out, like it's true. Yeah. It's like the same way like when you black out from drinking too much. Yeah. You don't remember like, I'm going to black out now. Yeah, it just happens. Yeah. And you just wake up the next morning and you're like, what happened? That's exactly how, like if you get knocked out by a punch or a kick or someone chokes you out, like it just happens.
It's wild. Like we have another friend, mutual comedian. I don't want to say his name because maybe this is personal, but he does have epilepsy, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He has epilepsy. He's a good homie. He's a great comic. Yeah. And I knew he had epilepsy, but like I never knew if I should ask or whatever. But one time I was like, hey, how does it feel like have a seizure, or how does it feel afterwards? And he was telling me that it's like the worst pain ever afterwards because you're basically just fucking like, it's like you worked out your whole body into shock right afterwards. Yeah. Your whole body is like fucking spazzing, fucking flexing nonstop.
Yeah. It's like a body cramp.
Yeah.
It's like a cramp for your whole body.
When you're done, you're just like, oh my God, you're sore for days. And a lot of times, like he'll pop his shoulder. His shoulder got dislocated many times, and like his shoulder hasn't been the same afterwards. Like we would go on a flight and come out, and then like one time his shoulder just popped out, and he's fucking had to take it like a while just to fucking pop it back in and shit. And I obviously knew that like, you know, when you black out and then you fucking, you know, I guess like you got to put them on their. I don't know what you're supposed to do actually. Put them on their side or just make them don't bite their tongue or just kind of like stay with them. But I never knew about the effects of just like your body just like cramping up like at an extreme level for like minutes at a time.
Yes, dude.
sometimes we just gotta be grateful for the health that we have. You know what I mean? A lot of people.
No, 100%, dude. 100%.
Especially online, you see people being like, "Oh, I have cancer, I have this, I have that." And I'm just like, sometimes it's scary. You're just like, damn, this guy's 25 and he's dealing with like this life-ending kind of fucking illness, and I'm out here complaining about like, oh, I'm sad about this, you know. And sometimes, it's like, damn, people are going through things a lot worse. Yeah. You know. That being said, if I had a bottle, I think if I had a whiskey.
Wait, why did we start talking? Oh, because I would name my bottle of tequila Asthma Attack. Yeah.
Real for no reason.
You asked me, like, why would you name that? I'm like, well, you know, I almost died. I know, my bad.
You spill your trauma on me, man. Come on.
I'm trauma dumping it. No, this is good. This is my bad.
It was good. What I would name my fucking bottle, or I think, you know, well, the Whiskylero is the best in the biz. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a 6-pack, a beer. I'll do beer. Oh, yeah. I'll call it Bleeding Gums. And the video, the picture would just be like this. Because every time
like a cartoon caricature,
be like this. It would be like the Joker shit. I'll look with my own blood. Yeah. Because every time I brush my teeth, that shit start to bleed, man. Wow. And people are like, oh, gingivitis, laryngitis, you know, arthritis, whatever. Just call it Bleeding Gums. Have the fucking image of my gum, my little teeth, and blood dripping out. And then have the beer be red, too.
Oh, my God.
Let's go.
Wow. And what percentage of beer would it be?
24.
24? That's basically alcohol.
Okay, let's be fair. The strongest beer I've tasted is 12.
A Four Loko is 14%.
Just okay, 14. And you know those alien IPAs? Those you're with your homie and you're just going through some shit. Like, let's get a 6-pack, 12% each. I want it to be that kind of beer. Okay. Like, you're going through some shit. Hey, I don't want to drink 35 beers tonight. Yeah. I want to drink maybe 6 and play some video games with the homie, vent with the homie, talk about life, and get fucked up. Yeah. That's the kind of beer that I would fucking want. Because when I was at a certain point in my life, that's all I would have loved to drink, man. Those hazy IPAs or the Bud Light Platinums. Yes. Which they're 6%, but there was a rumor I used to spread all around BP. Because I would give people this beer, and they'd be like, I ain't drinking that water, right? Because it's Bud Light. And I'm like, no, please drink these. This is Bud Light Platinum. Yeah. And then I give it to them, and after 2 or 3, they're like, hey, yo, these shits are different, right? And you're like, yes, they are. Yes, they are. So my goal when I was younger, just get the strongest fucking... Even when you go to a brewery, you know, sometimes like, you know, if I, you know, let's say... you know, if I'm just with straight homies, like homies I trust, I'm like, give me that 14% for $4.
I'm exactly like that too, because like a lot of breweries like kind of like hipstery, so they don't have pictures of it. They just have the name on a chalkboard, and then they have the 14%,
and the percentage and the price. I'll give me that 14% for like $4, right? If I'm with my girl, I'm like, okay, maybe you know, early on, maybe I should just chill.
Give me the 6%, give me the 7% or whatever.
But even now, if I'm with my girl now, like, give me that 15% or give me 2 of those and shit. You know? If I'm with the homies, give me that strong ass shit, bro. I'm trying to.
You're like, give me 3 of those.
Give me 3 of those. No, give me 4, 2 for each. We know we're gonna go up there and drink another one, man. That's the kind of alcohol that I would want, dude. And almost, I want to say this is good, but it's also 50%.
And I will say this right now. El Whiskylero and everyone out there, please go follow him because he's really doing it right. This tastes really good. Look, the whiskey, my favorite whiskey is called Woodward Reserve. Ooh. I think we've mentioned this before. Yes. Woodward Reserve. It's one of the best whiskeys I've ever had.
I will say this. I still owe you a bottle.
You still owe me a bottle, yes. Okay, yes, Woodward Reserve. Yeah. They're usually like $40-$50. So, okay. Well, you could just give me the money, I'll buy it. And that being said, dude, this might be better than this is better than
this
Woodward
is fucking
Reserve.
Better. That's what I'm saying.
This is better.
We're already slurring.
This is better than Woodford Reserve, dog.
Oh, that's how you say Woodford. Is it Woodward or Woodford?
We used to say Woodward, and then we looked at the bottle like better. We actually had a friend. We had a friend that's like Woodward, and then he looked at it. He's like, "It's Woodford."
He put doubt in our eyes. He put doubt in our fucking minds. I think it's Woodward.
I think it's Woodward. Woodford. This is better. This is better. I can honestly say that.
I would love to take this to like a cabin in Big Bear or some shit.
Oh yeah, when it's snowing.
It's snowing, freezing. You got a campfire, dude. Yeah. And you're just like, oh, if someone brings in the Canadian. No, I bring in the $12. No, the $4 bottle. Yeah. And you're like, no, I got something better. Still awesome. Boom. You give me some of this shit, we fucking drink and we fucking get destroyed, man.
Dude, I'd be so down. There's like a jacuzzi and stuff like that.
Ooh, okay. So let me finish this real quick. Yeah. And then.
try the other one.
We'll go into this one, baby.
All right.
Actually, pour yourself some. Should we do it right now?
Man, El Whiskyletta, what are you doing was? So, okay, so this is the same company, still awesome, but this one's called Straight Rye Whiskey. Straight Rye Whiskey.
And listen, there is a bunny in the image. There's a bunny living its life.
Ooh, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that pour?
Bunny going to the trees or to the bushes. You know, let me see. Is that a bunny or a rabbit?
Is that not the same thing?
That might be the same thing.
Bunny and rabbit?
See, this rabbit's alert.
Yeah.
The rabbit's like, what's going on?
Yeah, ready to go.
Did I hear some shit?
Ready for any action, dude.
I used to have fucking bunnies, man.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah. I used to have like 20 bunnies and rabbits.
What happened?
And we just had them. I was like in elementary school, and then like every afternoon we would take them out to the front lawn so they can like run around and eat grass and stuff like that. And all the neighborhood kids would come and hang out with us.
Yeah. I would say after a while, bunnies are weird because they like to fuck a lot. Yeah. And I'm not even joking.
They fuck so much. Yeah.
And they shit not
little
in
pebbles,
one spot.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Little pebbles everywhere. So if you have them somewhere, you go into it and you're like, yo, there's shit everywhere. You know, and they're fucking.
Yeah.
So
you got to keep them in like little homes.
Yeah. Like I had two bunnies, Neo and Trinity.
Oh.
Yeah, they were based off the Matrix.
Yes.
Because Neo and Trinity, they like to fuck.
Yeah.
So I named them that. I named them after that shit.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. I remember one of my favorite ones was the runt of the family, right? So we had like my older sister had this bunny named Brownie, and she accidentally stepped on it and it died. Yeah. And she fucking was so distraught. Even to this day, my older sister.
Oh, your older sister?
Even to this day, she's in her 30s, and if you bring it up, she like gets really upset. It's funny. But what you call my favorite one was the runt of the family. It was like the smallest one, and he was just pure black. Just like his fur was black, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy because his parents were white.
Really?
Yeah. They were like white furred rabbits. So he came out black, right? But he was the smallest one, and he almost didn't grow because he was just so small.
Yeah.
He was my favorite one. I'd come home after school and just play with him and just have him on my chest while I watched cartoons and stuff like that. I'd give him chips and stuff like that, and he would eat it. Like, I just loved him so much. And then one day, my parents picked me up from school. My dad picked me up from school, and he used to never pick me up from school. My mom would always pick me up because my dad was always working. And my dad picked me up from school. I was like in first grade. I must have been in first grade, so I was 6 years old. And he's just like, hey, he's no nonsense. So he's like, Blackie died. Yeah. Because we named it Blackie, right? Because I'm 6 years old. I know that's racist, but like fucking, we named him Blackie. He was black. Yeah. I was 5, 6 years old.
No, yeah. I was 24. I named my kitty.
Yeah.
So it's like what it is?
It's like, what it is, it is. Yeah, what it is, it is. And my dad was like, I still remember he's driving and he's like, do you want McDonald's? And I was like, yeah. Yeah. What? Well, because they would always be like, I comía en la casa, there's food at home. Yeah. So for him to be like, you want McDonald's? I was like, dude, hell yeah. What the fuck? Yeah. And then we're in the drive-thru and he's just like, Blackie died. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, Blackie died. And I was like, no, he didn't. I just saw him this morning. I just fed him this morning. And he's like, literally like a couple hours before I picked you up, I go in there to feed them for lunch, and all the other bunnies slept on him. They suffocated him. They fell asleep, and he was trying to get out, and they slept on him. And I'm like, what? I just start crying. I'm like, what are you talking? And he's like, I took a picture if you want to see that. And I was just like, yeah. Not knowing that the picture that he was going to show me was a picture of him in the trash. Just dead. Just
bro,
fucking,
what is it about Latino dads never stopping the animal from getting killed, but after they kill him, they have all this documentation.
Poor little Blackie was like this. Oh my God. Just in the trash. And I still remember because you know the puppy pads?
Yeah.
They're blue.
Yeah.
And we used to have all those for the bunnies. And I still remember he was there was a bunch of dirty puppy pads there and him just placed on top. And I'm like, I'm gonna get him out of that trash. And he's like, no, you're not. We already put it in the dumpster. And I'm just like,
my gosh.
And I was like, but I will have to bury him. And then I'm like, my dad was like, okay, but your mom's not gonna let you like dig through the dumpster. And I was like, I'm gonna dig through the dumpster. And then I get home and my mom didn't let me. And I'm just like, fuck.
How were your parents when you were younger with pets? How were they with pets? Were they good with pets?
I was actually thinking about this the other day, and it's actually a fascinating thing. So you know those it's kind of become like not like a meme, but like a funny little trend where it's just like, oh, my parents when I brought the dog or the pet, and they're just like, no pets, no fucking animals, da 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 da. And then my parents a month later, and they're just like cuddling the pet and like treating it like a human. Have you seen those videos?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, I've seen other ethnicities be like that, but the majority are always Latino parents, right? And I think it's because the way my parents speak about dogs and cats, when they grew up, cats and dogs were like street animals. You know, same with your parents. Like they
grew up in like, terrible places, ranchos.
Yeah, so like there was not enough money to like keep an indoor animal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. And like my parents always loved animals, but in their head, they were like, keeping an animal indoors? That's silly.
That's foreign. That's like
ridiculous.
Just for family. That's like that's why the idea. Like my parents. We've had like 30 cats, right?
Yeah.
The one cat we have, it's like they accept it. They're like, all right, he's here.
Yeah.
But he better not, every time he steps foot inside, they're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Right?
It's kind of like how we view raccoons.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a raccoon in real life?
Yeah.
You're just like, dude, that's a raccoon.
Holy shit. That's raccoon.
And then if you have a little extra food, you're like, here, have this raccoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're chilling outside and the raccoon's like 5 feet away eating, you don't mind.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's you even give him a name.
Yeah.
You even form a kinship with the raccoon. But we wouldn't let a raccoon into our house,
Hell
a wild raccoon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I say raccoon, I mean like a raccoon that we just met off the street.
Yeah.
Not one that we saw be born and fucking we raised. Like we just went off the street. We'd be like, no. He's cool. We're not going to kill him. But he's outside. He stays outside.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of how they viewed cats and dogs, right? But like, I think living in America... And then obviously they're more well off than they were when they were younger. Obviously now they're parents and they have children who want these dogs and cats. Just give them a month with these pets. Their love is gonna come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like I see that, and I saw that with my parents too. Like they were just like, what? And like now, like fucking when my dog recently passed away, they were crying more than me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I remember when the first day that we got him, they were like, no, hell no, hell. And me and my sister had to convince them and plead them. And then now they're crying more than me. Yeah. That's not a bad thing. I'm saying like, they never had the opportunity to love a little creature like that because where they grew up, they just had to survive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
My parents are the total opposite.
Mm-hmm. They used to love animals. Now
on the first day, they didn't like them.
Yeah.
And as time passed, they hated them even more. So for me, I was always like, dude, do you not see like something like the first cat we had, the one that I saved from the street, right? Yeah. I gave a wiener and it stayed forever. Yeah. And then a bunch of cats came, right? And then like we had 8 cats at one point. But for me, I'm like, how could you hate these beautiful little pets, dude? Yeah. They look like, especially like a little cat who just like...
It's like a stuffed animal.
It's cute. It's beautiful. And like we've had dogs. We had a beagle before when we were younger. Oh, wow. We had little Odie beagle. And I'm like, yeah. When you come into the door, he's like swarms you. He misses you, loves you. I'm like, is that so bad? He just loves you. And he's like cute and sweet. Got those big ears. Yeah. And we had like a Chihuahua mixed with like some other bullshit, right? And then like, he bit the homie. So I kind of get why we didn't like that one. But like the beagle, I'm like, the beagle, I'm like, dude, how... I get it. And we had it for like a year or two. Yeah. And I remember when we went to Apple Valley, which is like 2 hours away, an hour away. I forgot where it is. Apple Valley around here. We drove out there to get him. We came back. We drove him in the car. We were so excited. And as soon as we parked outside, he just threw up everywhere in the car. And the way my dad looked at this fucking dog, I was like, this guy's never going to fucking love this dude, right? Yeah. And they just never changed. For some reason, my dad never, with animals, he's never like softened up. He's never kind of like being like, these are these are beautiful creatures, beautiful things, beautiful animals, beautiful. They love and they feel pain and they feel love and they fucking want. They have real emotions, you know. Yeah. For some reason, my dad has never really turned that corner, and I don't know what it is, because there's a lot of Latino fathers, immigrants are hard like that. Yes. You know, my dad's story is not too unique, right? Yeah. Everybody's had these intense fathers, but a lot of those fathers also have had that turn with these pets. They're like, oh yeah, like I don't fucking want them here, but after a while they see like the beauty of them, and then they come in, they're like fucking holding him and hugging them. Yeah.
Now, was the beagle? Did you get him as a baby?
Damn, we got him from Craigslist,
because that might be the key. You get a little cute animal, but as a baby.
Okay, so the first cat we had was the one I found on the street, right? Yeah. And I gave him a wiener, right? Yeah. Then my niece brought 2 cats, Snowball and Tux. Yeah. Tux looked like he was in tuxedo, and Snowball was all white. Those were little like newborn babies. Yeah. Right. And then still, as it got older, my dad said, "Hey, ese pinche gato pa que está en la casa, sácalo ese pinche güey." Right? Yeah. And I was like, "Damn, they're cute little babies." And then when he ran over Snowball.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, I told this story many times. Yeah. The first thing he did was like, he took a picture and showed my niece. And then my niece texted me and said, "Hey, you know my dad killed Snowball? Or your dad killed Snowball?"
The same niece that let us borrow the...
Yeah, the little sparrow.
No wonder she knocks like fucking crazy. She's like, hey, come on.
She's like, "What are you doing in there? The fuck you doing?"
Not to put your personal business.
No, she's home.
But his niece is... I've never spoken to her.
She's an OG.
Even though we've been around each other quite frequently, she has grown man energy. Yeah. She has grown man energy.
Okay, so there was an intro that we filmed outside. It was around the fire pit. I forgot what
Before
episode
you say anything, yes. I swear to God, it was your mom or your aunt. In my head, a grown 50-year-old woman.
Yes. Yeah, so we were outside. We were filming the intro for the fire pit, right? We were trying to get this, and we're like, we need to get a higher shot. So we got the table. We got some table we had outside.
Oh, we did some unquestionable shit.
We put the tripod on top of the table, and we heard a voice that was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing on that table,
Joe? What are you doing?"
And I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I was like, "Who is it?" And it was like, "Joe, what are you doing? Get off!" And I was like, "That's Summer." "Yeah, what are you doing on that table?" And then my niece is like 12 years old.
Yeah.
So I was like...
And you're like, "Summer, we're recording." Yeah. And then she was like, "Oh, okay."
I was kind of flabbergasted a little bit.
Me too. Dog. Okay, so we're talking about the episode where Joel levitates. Yeah. The intro where Joel levitates into the air.
Oh yes.
Yeah, where he levitates into the air.
No, it's not. It's the one where like I touch in the fire.
Okay, forgive me. It's the episode where Joel gets possessed by fire demons, right?
Yes.
I forget what the episode was, but it's one of our best intros, and we have to get a high shot, but we have a small ladder, and then Joel has like a table outside. So I was like, my dumbass was like, "Fuck it, let's just put the ladder on the table."
Thinking like a creative,
problem solving. I'll tell him, I was like, I'll hold the ladder and you do the thing.
Yes.
So I'm holding the ladder, right, and it's very precarious. Joel, you gotta be 12 feet in the air.
Yeah. Yes, honestly, yes.
Holding a camera. Yes. And holding yourself
just for like a 2-second shot.
Yeah, for like a 3-second shot. And even there, we might have cut it or something like that. Yeah. And you were like, I just hear like, "Joel, what are you doing?" And I'm just like, "Oh, fuck. It's oh, dude." And I realized in my head, I'm like, "We're doing stupid shit, bro. This is not fair." And then you're like, "What? What are you doing?" And you're like, We're filming. And then she's just like, "Oh, okay, my bad." Leaves. And then like a couple days, the week after that, we're like, we're staying up late filming.
Yeah.
We're staying up late filming, and I feel like there's something that we just can't figure out. I forget what it was, but it was frustrating us, and we're trying to figure it out. And then at the door, you just hear fucking
and a hard ass knock,
like a landlord that needs his money knock.
Yes,
it's just like a hard knock, and I'm just like, in my head again, I'm like, oh, we're too loud,
or some shit.
So Joel's parents are probably like upset, and okay, get ready. In my head, I'm like, get ready, Melvin, to apologize. And then you open it, and it's just a little girl. Do you want food? Yes or no? Because we just cooked. And you're like, no, we're filming. And she's like, oh, my bad. Again, like, oh, my bad.
She comes off so aggressive sometimes. She's so intense sometimes.
And I told you, I was just like, she really has that landlord knocked down. Like, it gave me like PTSD of like my landlord.
She fucking means business all the time. It's so funny how so intense she can be.
That's cool though. That's awesome.
And then we go inside and she's like, we don't hang out as much. We should go eat. And then we had that conversation today.
Yeah.
She was like, we don't hang out as much as we used to. And I was like, well, why don't we go eat once a week at least? We go to dinner.
Yeah.
And she's like, I would love that. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then out of nowhere, she's like, hey, get the fuck off of that ladder. I'm just like,
what y'all doing over there?
We're filming.
It's like, geez, it's her property. Hey, what y'all doing over there, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And there was like one time, I don't know if it was the day that your father was cooking chicken for us, but I forget. But I think we were coming out. For some reason, we were outside, right? And your dad was just like, you asked your dad something? Yeah. And he was like, I don't know, but I have to take Summer to, I have to take your niece.
No, I always talk about her. So
okay. I have to take Summer to practice.
Yeah.
I have to take Summer to practice.
Yeah.
And then you asked him something else, and he was like, I don't know, but I have to take Summer to practice.
Yeah.
And he was just like, we're running late.
Yeah.
And then Summer comes out like full baseball gear.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, Summer, what are you? I don't know, but I'm late right now. I swear to God, she was like, I don't know, but I'm late. And Grandpa's the reason why I'm late. And I just see her dad like, okay. Like, I was just like,
she's such a boss. She's such a G. She's such a G, dude. She's
I remember that. I was just like,
she's so funny. Yeah, man. She's such a boss.
And then I just remember she was just like, I don't know right now, but I'm late for practice. And you were like, okay, for sure, I'll talk to you when you get back. And she was just like she just went like the back of her head, like always sees the back of her head. And you're like, she was like, okay, yeah.
She's such a G, dude. I can't, dude. She's a very strong person, man. Yeah. She's funny as fuck, man. She's an OG. I don't know where she got this. She's She's a homie, bro. She's one of one. She's amazing.
Yeah, dude. I still remember how what are y'all doing over there?
Screaming.
Yeah, and I was just like, it just like it snapped me back to reality. Because I was just like, I'll hold the ladder.
We're in a trance. We're in a creative trance. I'll hold the ladder.
Yeah, I'll hold the ladder, Joel. If you fall, I'll catch you.
Yes, bro. And I honestly had no idea who the fuck that was because someone screamed at me. I was like, who the fuck? Who the hell's that? I saw fucking a 4'1" girl being like, get the fuck off of that shit.
What are y'all doing over there? Kind of like, like dads are.
Yeah.
Because like mom, when like a kid's doing something bad, the mom's like, no, what, don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm good. But like if the kid's doing something wrong, the dad's like, what y'all doing over there?
That's my fucking niece.
And then the kids are like, fuck.
Not even my parents were asking anything. They walk by, vamos a comer. Cierra la puerta, okay?
Bro, it's a new generation, man. They're gonna set the world right.
I'm scared.
I feel like the millennials kind of like I feel like there was a train going nowhere.
Yeah.
And the millennials kind of stopped it.
But what I realized though? This is not a joke.
Yeah.
Of all the younger generation, the woman got power.
Yeah.
They got real fucking power, dude.
Yeah.
The stepdaughter, the fucking niece, they're like fucking taking no shit, dog.
Oh, yeah, nothing.
And
I love
that
what I'm saying.
Shit,
yeah. I have a younger sister, like, bro.
They're taking no shit.
Nobody talks to me disrespectfully as much as
I see that
my little sister.
I'm like, stop. He's a man.
My little sister, bro, like, dog, nobody talks to me the way my little sister talks to me. Even my older sister, too. Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
You just gotta take that shit,
I'm just like, yeah, bro, fucking. What? Nothing. I didn't say anything.
They're fucking. They're.
Oh my god.
They're fierce, dude.
But I feel like like there was a train going nowhere, going downhill. The millennials, like kind of like Peter Parker, Spider-Man 2, stopped it, and then we were just like, we passed out.
Yeah.
And now Gen Z, they're rerouting the train to somewhere better. That's how I feel.
Yes, and listen, not all of them. For a while, we thought the younger generation as like these TikTokers. They want to all be TikTokers. Yeah. No, these motherfuckers are boss-ass motherfuckers. They're very strong.
You tell a Gen Z, you tell a fucking 15-year-old right now what to do, bro, he'll spit in your face.
He's going to be like, sorry.
And then millennial, sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't
that shit. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And then fucking anywhere else, brother. All the other generations are getting old. They're going to die off soon.
We're getting old too. We're hitting our 30s, man. Before we, have you taken a sip of this?
Yeah.
Not yet. Oh, yeah, have you? Yeah. Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Off the new one?
Wait, no.
Oh, we didn't do it together. Did you?
Did I?
That's like 50%, man. That's like 50%.
Hey, Whiskilero.
You're crazy, Whiskilero.
Dude, you're deleting our memories.
See, I've been, hopefully someone makes a edit of me going like this. I'm like, I can't drink this yet. Because you haven't drank it, but you drank it?
Wait, I feel like I poured the new one, but
no,
knowing myself, why would I pour such a small?
But you poured me the exact amount.
Oh yes.
So you haven't tried it, right?
No, I haven't tried it. So this is
okay. So
Primos and Primas. This is the same bottle, still Austin, same brand, bottled in Bond, but this one is straight rye whiskey.
Ooh, you know, sometimes I'll say this. I feel bad about the stuff that I said about my dad. Because like when people meet him, they're like, "Oh, he's sweet."
Yeah, no, he is sweet.
Like you met him, he's like he's chill.
He's very cool. He's very cool, but I don't think. So one, he's very cool and sweet. You're right, but one, I don't think, and two, I don't think you've said anything bad.
No, I just said the truth.
You've just you've told your experiences.
Yeah, it's not. I'm
it's
never
not
like
one way or the other. You just told your experiences.
I don't think of all the shit that I said. I've never been like he's a bad father. No, I'm like this guy's amazing. He's an incredible father.
You never said that.
He's beautiful. I was like, that's the Mexican experience.
Yeah, you've never said he's a bad father. You never said he's mean or cruel or anything. Yeah. You just say you're just telling stories. Yeah, that's it.
Now he's older. He's a much calmer man. He's cooking the carne. He's like half retired cooking the carne asada.
He's chill, dude. Yeah. And look, I don't eat food from other people.
Yes, and I try to get you to eat my food, and you're like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah, but I ate his chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a good time.
And I enjoyed it with his tortillas and shit.
Yeah.
Well, he was just like, Joel, go get tortillas from the inside. And you came back 20 minutes later.
Like,
but
I was like, I want to eat too.
Even he was like, where the fuck? In Spanish, he's like, where the fuck is Joel with these tortillas? And he looked at me, he's like, what the fuck? And I'm just like,
he was like, he spoke English.
I wanted to say, but I didn't say it. But I wanted to be like in Spanish. I'm like, he's probably eating the chicken over the sink, just swallowing that shit. But I'm like, no,
you should no. Maybe no. You actually, I was about to say like maybe your Spanish wouldn't translate. It wouldn't make sense. But your Spanish is good though.
No. But that's the reason why I didn't, because sometimes like I know for a fact sometimes my humor doesn't translate into Spanish, and sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes you would think it does, but it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to make a like. I would never anybody in Spanish. I would almost never make a joke.
Really?
I'm always like I don't know if this is. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know how to describe. I don't know how to have a sense of humor in Spanish.
It's so crazy because like that's why I've been asked so many times like, do you want to do a comedy show but in Spanish? And I say yes, and it comes out good. But it's always like
I don't know.
A lot of other Latino comedians that obviously are bilingual.
Like
they'll turn that opportunity down. They'll be like, no, thank you, because my jokes don't translate into Spanish. But I'm like, bro, you just gotta make Spanish jokes.
Yeah.
And I know this because with my folks and my family, like I'm just like, because I only speak Spanish to them, So there are times where I say I'm always joking with them. The same way I'm with you, that's how I am with my parents. So I'm like, I'm always joking with them, right? And there's some times where I say a joke and it just goes over their head because it just doesn't translate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it fucking hits on the mark.
Yeah.
Like I intended it to. And they're just like, oh, Melvin, you fucking, you're a bitch. You're a bitch, Melvin. You know what I mean?
It's hard. Like,
it's difficult. It's difficult to navigate two different worlds because it's not navigating two different languages.
Yeah,
it's
world.
Navigating two different cultures.
I know some Latinos that like Venezuelan, especially mostly the comedians that are Venezuelan, but they're killing it in the fucking Spanish, touring. But then like they try to do spots. 'Cause obviously they're trying to grow and try to like reach a different market. They're doing like a shows in English. And they don't do as good as they do in Spanish, obviously. Yeah. But they're always like, it's like so difficult for them to reword. Like, this goes here. It doesn't go before this. It goes after.
And then vice versa. You have like great comedians like Fluffy and George Lopez. Yeah. And they've said it in plenty of interviews. They're just like, they always get asked to do Spanish shows, and they're always like, oh, they're always hesitant. They're always like, bro, it's not because I'm not funny. It's because it won't translate. It's not gonna be good. And they have trouble. If Fluffy has trouble fucking doing an all Spanish set, it's just a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
It's a very difficult thing to do. And if you can do it, bro, You're a master.
There's a comedian that did a really good job. His name is Fabricio Copano. He's Chilean.
I know that. Yeah,
he's Chilean.
I met him at my studio.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
He's Chilean.
You told he wanted to do a show, a live a film show, and then you recommended my studio to him. Remember?
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to you and him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did some stadiums in Chile.
Yeah.
Before he came out here, and then like I saw some of his stand-up bits in English, and he was doing great.
He's a funny guy.
He's funny as we down in New York, but shout out to him. He's one of the comics that I've seen being able to do both sides, like just strictly Spanish and then in English, really good. Yeah. Shout out to Fabricio Copano. Oh, you drank it already?
No.
Did you?
Cheers.
Are we gulping? Sipping?
I'm gonna finish this. See, that's good. That's really good.
This makes me feel like a fucking man.
That's really good. Straight rye whiskey.
Oh,
still
damn.
Austin. Still Austin. El Whiskilero.
Listen, Whiskilero. When I drink this, I want to bark. And I'm not. And I'm not going to, man.
I want to bark.
I'm not going to.
So look, this has hints of light nose with spicy oak. I definitely taste that. Vanilla bean. I tasted that. Dude, I knew I tasted some vanilla bean.
I'm not even kidding.
Savory herbs.
This shit is fucking. This was really fucking good.
Yeah,
this one made me feel like.
This is it right here.
Woo.
Cherry pie, bitch. Cherry pie. I love cherry pie and hints of white pepper.
Let's fucking go, dude. Let's take another one. Should I bring out the ice? No.
Yeah, bring out the ice. We cut this out.
No, keep on.
But dude, and then you have the palate, sweet and soft oak with dark honey, black tea, candied ginger, wintergreen, pecan, dried currant, and cream soda. And then the finish is a findery finish with notes of pink peppercorn, walnut, and almond butter. Hints of milk chocolate and fig jam soften the dry finish. Son of a bitch, that's fucking good, dog. This is good. Look, this is great, but this shit is so fucking good, bro. So Joel has like these like really cool icicles that he freezes, and it's like a perfect sphere.
Yes. Now the design is a little flawed because once you get it, it's fucking hard to get out.
Oh,
like
look how perfect
the bottom half is fucking hard to get off.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So we might have to fast. I don't want to hurt my nail.
But so while you do it, look, this is what you'll taste and you'll feel while you drink straight rye whiskey by Still Austin from Texas, aka Whiskilero. Oh, sweet soft oak with dark honey, black tea, candied ginger, wintergreen pecan, dried currant, and cream soda. And then the finish is the finish with notes of pink peppercorn, walnut, and almond butter, and hints of milk chocolate and fig jam to soften the dry finish. God damn it, dude. That's so fucking good.
Look, I want to say something that I want to be this guy.
Be that guy.
But listen, we've been doing this podcast for a couple months now.
Yeah.
Half a year. People hooking us up with coffee, hooking us up with fucking alcohol. I'm just grateful for all the people that support us, man. This is fucking sick, bro. Honestly, like for a whiskey lover, you might think like, oh, I'm just gonna give them some fucking whiskey. For us, it's just like, dude, this is awesome. This is fucking dope as fuck.
It really like I remember when the package first arrived, you texted me a photo of it.
Yeah.
And you must have texted me maybe like at 10, 11 a.m. I was happy for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I know that sounds like I'm fucking being fucking corny and shit like that, bro. I really was happy for the rest of the day because I'm just like, bro, like people, like Whiskilero fucking thinks enough of us to send us fucking shit that he makes.
Yeah.
Not only stuff that he makes, but whiskey, bro. Like, thank you, bro. That's all we can say is like, wow, thank you so much.
Yeah,
dude.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And we don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted at all.
It is not just like, oh, cool, we got some. It's like, dude, I didn't even want to open this till fucking Melvin came.
We were fucking we were staring at it for like 5 minutes before we started recording. We're just like, we're like holding the bottle and we're like, dude, this is, we feel like, is it even more than like if Jack Daniels himself, it probably wasn't a white guy, it was a black guy that they stole the recipe from. But if black Jack Daniels himself gave us a bottle of Jack Daniels, that would have been awesome. But I think this is more awesome, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
Because we're all Latino, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And Whiskey Leto has been supporting us since day one.
Dude, nonstop. He's been such a real one.
Ever since OG. Even when we were on Isimo, he was always fucking sending us sweet messages and kind messages and supporting our content. Like, and the fact that he gets to show us what he's made of, what he's doing with his life, and the fact that it's fucking great.
Yeah.
There's really no other words. What a beautiful life that we live.
Dude.
Not only you and me, but Whiskey Leto and all our SoulPrimos out there.
That's what I'm fucking
What a beautiful life this is.
Let's
Salud.
SoulPrimos everywhere around the world, man.
SoulPrimos worldwide, baby.
Shout out to Whiskey Leto. Shout out to Texas.
Shout out to Texas, baby. We love you so much.
Next trip we do out there, we're going to Texas, bro.
I know. I want to go to Texas so freaking badly, dog.
I feel like we have a lot of homies out there.
I feel like we do have a lot of homies out there. Even if we don't do a live show or we just go and hang out, fool. I'd be so down to do that.
Okay, we can do that like any fucking time.
Yeah. I need money for the airplane ticket.
No, how much would a flight to fucking Texas cost? Not that much, right?
Like fucking just $200.
Yeah, and the Airbnb. Like in a Super 8.
That's what would be pricey. Oh yeah, we hang out at Super 8. Yeah.
I remember one time I went to Super 8 with. I mean, she's my girl now, but yeah, she's my girl now. We went like 2 years ago, right? We went to Super 8, dude. And I was like, let's just save money. Super 8, so it'll be all good. We don't have your kid right now, so we don't have to be like super safe.
Yeah.
And then there was literally people like knocking on every fucking door, just like fucking. And it was in San Diego too, but it was on the outskirts.
Yeah.
It was like $60, and then when we got there, somebody was yelling in the lobby, and we're like, "That's kind of why are you yelling right now, man? Relax."
Yeah.
That was the first time, but then we got in there at night. There was like a dude just walking back and forth in the hallway, just knocking at every door. And I was like, "This is why." Yeah, maybe I'll never go that cheap.
Let me tell you, bro.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck where I'm at, dog. Yeah. As long as the bed is clean and there's a bathroom and there's AC. Yeah. Those 3 things. Let me tell you a story, dog. That proved my point. What's it called? Actually, 2 stories. Actually, with the same gentleman.
Oh, let's go.
With the same gentleman. One of my best friends growing up that we were roommates in college, our freshman year. Twice, right? So when I went to Sacramento State, I didn't know if I even wanted to go to Sacramento State. So I didn't apply for the dorms. Right? And I was like, oh my God, how I just got accepted and I'm going to Sacramento State. I don't have a place to stay. So I applied for the dorms and then the college is like, sorry, this is full. It's full. We don't have any dorms for you. So one of my best friends at the time was like, bro, let's just get an apartment. And me and my cousin went. We have like this great apartment. We found this great apartment. It's in a gated community. Would you want to do it? And I was just like, yeah, bet. Let's do it. And then fucking a month passes, right? I get into stand-up, and I just get obsessed with stand-up. 2 months pass. I'm just doing fucking 3 open mics a day, just doing comedy shows every fucking day. You know what I mean? If I'm not on the lineup, I'm still going to comedy shows just to see and feel how it is. And then towards the end of the summer, this is summer of 2013. The Sacramento State calls me back and he's like, "Hey, we have a dorm for you." And the roommate, his name is Rajit. And I'm just like, okay, all right, bet, perfect. I have a dorm. Yes, Rajit sounds cool. You know what I mean? Because when you apply to a dorm, you have to kind of give like a biography of who you are, like a little, like a 2-sentence summary. And Rajit sounded cool. Rajit sounded like a chill guy, right? I call my buddy. I'm like, hey, I just got accepted to the dorm. How is the apartment looking? And he's just like, we won't get a fucking answer for another week. But I think we should wait. I think this place is going to be really fucking cool because we're applying. We're two, I was 17 at the time. He was 18. Like, we're 2 teenagers fucking applying for this place. And he's like, I think we should wait, dude. I think we should wait. Like, this is going to be awesome. Like, do you want to be in a dorm? Or you want to be in a whole ass apartment in a gated community that has a pool, jacuzzi, fucking a basketball court, beach volleyball court, everything. You know, we don't have to like answer to all like these like, what are they called? Like, RNs. You know what I mean? Like when you live in dorms, there's like RNs where it's just like older college people that have to like basically run the floor where they work. And I'm just like, okay. And I took the risk. I was just like, all right, bet. I'm a risk taker. This like I am a certified risk taker, dog. And I was like, bet. I'm gonna deny this dorm and just live. Just like wait for a week to get this fucking apartment. You know what I mean? And for the week, I was a mess, dog. I was like so anxious and nervous and stuff like that. Cause like, if I don't get a place to stay, then I won't go to college. You know what I mean? So a week passes, boom, we get the apartment. And it's just like, bro, it's about trusting your gut. And having the apartment up there was the best thing ever, dog. Because even though I was younger than everyone, but even all the other freshmen that were in the dorms wanted to hang out with us because we had our own apartment. You know what I mean? We had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. And at one point there was one point where we had like 100 people in there. Damn. And we got in trouble. But everyone just wanted to come pull through because they could do whatever they want without being under the surveillance of the fucking college. Yeah. Under the institution, you know what I mean? So like we were known as like the LA fucking kids up in Sacramento. We were the Hollywood kids that had their own place and shit like that. And I was just like, bro, that really taught me. I'm like, bro, you just trust your gut. Trust your gut and fucking do it, bro. And then that brings me to my story about like shitty motels. There was one time, this was maybe like 9 months after the story that I just told you. We go to a music festival in Las Vegas with a childhood friend of ours, right? So it's 3 of us. It's me, my roommate, and our childhood friend. It's called the Life is Beautiful Music Festival. And we take care of everything, except we in charge our childhood friend with getting the hotel. And he's never been to Vegas, so he books the hotel. Everything's good to go. I drive in my car. I drive up there. And he's just like, yeah, the hotel I booked, bro, it's like 100 feet from the festival. So we don't have to worry about no Ubers, no nothing, dog. And I'm just like, it's perfect, right? So we pull up to the hotel. I stay in the car. They go in there. They're there for like an hour. They come back and they're just like quiet. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's just like, I booked the hotel, but not this one. Even though they have the same name, the one that I booked is another one. And I'm like, all right, let's just go to that one. I don't give a fuck. Like, well, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in Vegas. Like, this is my vacation. Like, let's just still have a good time. And he's just like, yeah, but the hotel that I actually booked is on the other side of the strip. And it's like in a really bad neighborhood, they said. Even the cashier at the hotel was just like, where's the hotel he booked? Oh, yeah, it's so we get there and this shit is off the strip, but you can tell, bro, there's like there's prostitutes, there's fucking pimps, there's drug dealers, there's fucking all this shit. But I'm from LA, so like Las Vegas, like when I see this shit any other place from LA, I'm just like, whatever, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it can't get much worse than what I've seen in LA. Like, it really can't. So we stay there, and this shit, it's not a Motel 6. It's lower than a Motel 8. What is it, Motel 6?
Motel 6, yeah.
It's lower than that, right? So we stay there. Everything's, you know, in my head, they're freaking out. My roommate's getting so upset at my friend. And I'm just like, guys, we're not even going to be here. We're going to be at the festival. It ends at 2 a.m. We're going to just come here to sleep, bro. And then we leave in the morning to go back to the festival. Why are you guys getting upset? We just need a bed. That's literally it. So we get there. The first night, we see this white woman sitting on the bench outside our door, and her face is bruised up, like she got beat up. And like just fucked up, right? So we see her to go to the vending machines, and we don't say anything. We come back, and she's like dozing off. She's dozing off. She's drooling, right? So I was like, excuse me, are you okay? And my friend's like, well, what are you talking about? Just Melvin, just come. And I'm like, no, like, is she okay? Like, excuse me, miss, are you okay? And she wakes up, she's like, yeah, I'm okay. And then we start sparking up a conversation, shit like that. I'm 18. I just turned 18, right? So we start sparking up a conversation. I was like, are you okay? And then she's just like, yeah, I'm okay. I just got in trouble. I was like, what are you talking about? You got in trouble? And she's just like, yeah, not my boyfriend. She goes like that. She's like, boyfriend. He's not my fucking boyfriend. He's not my fucking boyfriend. She starts screaming, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, okay, I made a mistake. I shouldn't be fucking talking to this girl. You know what I mean? And then she's like, he beat my ass because I didn't bring this thing to him. And I'm just like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, I don't even know why the fuck I'm in this fucking city. I don't even know. And she starts venting to me, right? And I'm just like, okay. And I'm like, why are you in Vegas? She's like, I'm not from Vegas. I'm from fucking Rancho Cucamonga. She's like, I'm from Rancho Cucamonga. And I'm just like, what are you, so you've been to LA? And she's like, yeah, I've been to LA a billion times. I was like, bro, we're from LA. And she's just like, yeah, I don't even know why I'm here. And you know what? And she was like talking to me, and I'm like, okay, well, we got to go, right? So we leave, right? To get ready to go to the festival. And as we're leaving, I see this fucking, this black dude was just like, he's yelling at her, like, you fucking stupid motherfucking bitch, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, oh, okay, so he's a pimp, and she's so-and-so. Like, that's it. I put two and two together, and as I'm leaving, he fucking socks her, dog. He socks her, and I was just like, holy shit, bro. I do not like domestic violence at all. So there's something that'll trigger me. It'll make me spaz out. That's not something that I fucking take lightly at all, even when I was younger, bro. So I'm 18, so I'm like, what the fuck? And then my friends are like, bro, let's just chill. Like, let's just go. What are you going to do? You're fucking da-da-da-da. So the whole time at this festival, I fucking see... I watch Hosier. I watch J. Cole. I watch a bunch of great artists, right? A bunch of
in the side.
I watch Third Eye Blind. Yeah. And I watch and you know Third Eye Blind. Step off that ledge, my friend. Yeah. I would understand. And I'm just like, am I a bitch, bro? I'm like, I'm a fucking bitch for seeing that shit and fucking not doing anything. And I'm just like, all right, let me enjoy the rest of the festival, you know. And I'm enjoying myself, and fucking, and then we go back to the hotel. I don't see her. Then the next day, on the final day of the festival, I see her, and I'm just like, I was like, why would he hit you like that? And he's like, well, I just want to get the fuck out of here. She's like, I just want to get the fuck out of here. I want to go back home. I want to see my mom. When she said, I want to see my mom again, that's what really like struck me. I was like, you want to see your mom again? She's like, I just miss my mom so much. And I was like, where's she live? She lives in Rancho. She lives in Rancho Cucamonga. And I'm just like, you know, when we drive back to LA, we're gonna pass by Rancho Cucamonga. We drive past it to get back to LA. She's like, really? And I was like, yeah, I mean, if you're serious about going back, I'll give you a ride back to your house, your mom's house. Really? I just don't have any money. And I was like, yeah, neither do we. I was like, neither do we. Like, let's go back. Let's go back. And she was just like, are you sure? Are you sure? I was like, yes, dude. Be ready. If you're really down, we're leaving tomorrow at 10. So we check out at 10. So we're going to be leaving at 10 tomorrow to go back to LA. If you're ready, just meet me at this bench. She's like, well, are you sure? I was like, yeah, if you're down, meet me at this bench. But But me and my boys are going to the Life is Beautiful music festival. So just, if you're ready, I'll be here at 10 a.m. to leave. If you're here, you will join us. If you're not, we're going to leave. She was like, are you sure? And when she said, are you sure? I was like, oh, fuck. Is she dealing with some dangerous motherfucker? Like, now I'm in trouble? And I told her, I was like, just don't tell anyone. If you want to do it, yeah. Like, I told her, I was like, I'm 18. How old are you? She said, I'm 23. And I was just like, fuck. And I just remember my sister. My sister was that age, so I was just like, yeah, if you want, do it. If you don't, then don't come at 10 a.m. tomorrow. She was like, okay, I'll come. And I was like, all right. And then we go back to the festival, and I saw Weezer. I saw fucking...
Had a good-ass time.
I saw Stevie Wonder, bro. I saw Stevie Wonder. And it was a great-ass fucking time. We get back. Again, I wake up at 9. I check out the door. She's not there. So I was like, yeah, she's not coming. She's not coming. As we're leaving, bro, she's there. And I'm just like... And I tell my friends, and I was like, it's my car. It's my car. She's coming. My friends were like, yeah, we didn't say she couldn't. my friends were like, yeah, dude, we don't give a fuck.
Like, you're trying too hard to be a hero.
Yeah.
She's coming.
She's coming with us. And my friends are like,
we get
my friends are hungover. Yeah, what? Yes, bro. Let's just go to Denny's. Fucking hey. And I'm like, and then I was like, give me the address. And she gave me the address, and I dropped her off at a house, and I just waved bye to her, and that's it. I didn't get her number, her Instagram, or anything. And like that was when I was 18 years old, bro. But I say all this to say that I love all hotels, regardless of how shitty they are.
No, you know I'm glad you brought up that story, because I've been in the situations where like someone is in dire need of help.
Yeah.
And then like even a couple months ago, I was in a situation where I was with a group of people. And then like we were leaving the club, comedy club, right, a venue, and then and there was a girl outside, and she was like, "Oh my God, my husband, he left me," right? She was crying, right? And then like and then I was like, for 4 people, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna get an Uber," right? And I'm like, oh, you're just gonna leave? And she's like, my phone's dead. Oh my God, right? I don't know what to do. She's like crying, and then I was like, okay, is she drunk? Is she hammered? Like, cause like she's just like not know what's going on, and she's like, she seemed fine, right? Like, cause I was like, do you have a charger? Like, do you have a fucking portable? Anything?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, and I was like, fuck, okay, maybe I should help her out, right? Everybody else was just like, oh, I'm just gonna call Uber, and I'm just like, okay, wait, hold on, let me help her out a little bit, right? And then I was talking to her, I was like, hey, what's going on? She's like, oh, my fucking boyfriend left because and he lives like 30 minutes away, and he just left me because I thought I was talking with some guy, yada yada yada. And then I was like, okay, why do you leave? And then we were just talking back and forth. Everybody else was just fucking trying to leave. And then she was like, can you just like, I just want to go home. Like, I don't know what to do when my phone's dead. I just want to go home. And okay, let me just Uber you home, right? Let me just Uber you home. And then like they ordered Uber too. And then the Uber was pretty close. It was like 5 minutes away. And they're like, Joel, like the Uber's coming. I'm like, yeah, but okay, I'll Uber on my own then, because I don't want to hold you guys back. So I was talking to her, and I was like, let me Uber you home. And the Uber took like 15, 20 minutes. And the whole time, these people were waiting, but they were like giving me shit. They were like, bro, why the fuck are you trying to help her? Like, leave her, bro. She's good. And I'm like, I'm not trying to do anything besides take her home, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to go home with her.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fucking take her home and shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes, like, people, I don't know, like, you're just trying to help, regardless of sex or gender. Like,
you're just trying to help.
You're just trying to help.
And you know what, dude? Every time I help people, and, you know, fucking people can be like, oh, fucking, oh, Captain Save-A-Ho, fucking Captain, you know what I mean? Like, oh, White Knight over here, always saying stories of like fucking them helping people.
Yeah.
And you know, we've had friends that have told us like to our face, like, oh, you're always saying stories of you helping people. And it's just like, because we do, fool.
Yeah.
Because we do. And like, I always think back to my loved ones.
Yeah.
When someone's in help. If they're a lady, a female, I always think like, would I want someone to help my sisters when they're in need?
Yeah.
So this is me helping them. I always think of my sisters when I help a female. I always think of my loved one, my father, my uncle. I always think about my little brother when I see someone that's in need. I'm like, would I want someone to help them when they're fucking struggling and in need? Yes, bro. Yeah. And I like every time I've helped someone, it's not because of them. It's because of the people that I love. Yeah. And how do people not comprehend that?
Exactly. And when I helped this girl and then like she finally went home and like the Uber came, oh, it's gonna be right here, you're good. And then like I told my girl right afterwards, right? Hey, this is what happened. I just want to be transparent, right? And she was like, oh, I'm glad you did that. And I felt like, okay, yeah. Yeah. Because there was people around me that were just like, bro, who gives a fuck, bro? Like, you don't know her? I'm like, doesn't matter if I know her or not, bro. She's a fucking woman. And also this like a part of town in the rant. I don't know this state that well, but like there was like a homeless encampment like across the street. And it wasn't LA. It was like another part. Yeah. It was, I don't forget what state it was, but it was just like, this is kind of like a shady ass fucking place. I wouldn't be able to be like cool with myself. Just being, if someone's like, I just want to go home. Can you help me out? And just be like, oh, I got to go Uber because someone told me the Uber's coming. Yeah. It's like, I just want, it's not even about doing the right thing. Yes. It's not about being the greatest person ever. Dude, you got to do the right thing sometimes.
It's not about being the fucking white knight and fucking pulling up and being like, I'm the hero. Just fucking not be a piece of shit, bro.
Exactly, bro. It's like, well, I'm not saying that after that. I'm like, hey, fuck it. I'm just like, bro, I just did the humane thing, the decent thing to do. And the people that are around were just like, getting like, bro, hey, bro, the Uber's getting mad and shit. I'm like, well, leave, dog.
Okay, leave. I'll get my own Uber.
Exactly what I told them. Like, okay, I'll get my own Uber. Then just leave. And they're like, okay, well, maybe I'll talk to Uber. I'm like, dude, just leave. Yeah. Just leave. I'm fine. I'm a man. Like, I'm fine. Like, you know, like, it's just a woman who's just crying in the middle of a corner of a street. She's more in danger. There's like a bunch of random people around than me, you know? So we're both heroes.
No, we're not heroes. But it's so crazy. Like, I think like, dog, I was 18 when that shit happened, right? Yeah. I was 18. So I just, bro, if you can help someone, just fucking help them, dog. If you can help someone, just help them. Yeah. And it just really pisses me off when someone's like, you know, there's one person that comes to my mind when we talk about this shit that pisses me off, that they're just so self-absorbent and then fucking just like self-absorbed, and they were just like, what? Because they've never helped anyone in their life before. So I don't know. Person? Yeah, you do. Do I do it? Really? That's what I'm saying, man. Look, it pays to be a good person, dude, because your conscience is clear. Yeah, it really your conscience is clear. And doing good things makes you feel good. Yeah. It really does make you feel good, dude.
Yeah, especially trying to help out people. Like, it's weird. Sometimes like people think it's weird, like with people you meet along the way. Yeah. Like this person that I met outside this comedy club, I didn't know her previously. Yeah. This person at this festival, you didn't know her previously. No. But sometimes it's just like when you see someone that's genuinely asking for help, it's like you just help. You just help. It's simple as that. You just help. You just help. Yeah. There's no like, I don't even know this girl. I don't know this. I don't even know this guy. It's like, bro, just if you're a good person, and if someone's like, sometimes like, I don't know, sometimes you have a bullshit meter when someone just like bullshitting you, but if someone's like, I need your help. I don't know you. I'm sorry. I know. Yeah. But I need you to help me. Yeah. Sometimes you just click. So you're just like, yeah, I got you.
Dude, there was one time, I think I might have been in over my head. I was, so when I first met my girlfriend, she lived like in the deep part of like South Central, like deep, like rolling 60s deep, right? Just to put it in perspective, where Nipsey Hussle got shot, she lived down the street from there, right? So like she was in it, right? But I didn't give a fuck. I was just so in love. I was just like, bro, like, you know what I mean? This person is so great. And one time, we're together at her place. It's like 9 p.m. And I'm just like, she was like, man, I'm really craving ice cream. And I was just, you know, when you first started dating someone, I was like, I know a great ice cream place that's 24/7. You want to come? Yeah, I'll take you. And she's like, really? Yeah, of course. I don't know anything about LA. And I'm just like, I know. I am LA. Come on. And we go out and we walk out of the apartment complex and we see this lady in her bra and pants, like on the sidewalk like this. Just like breathing heavily, not crying, but she's cold, right? And then my girl was just like nicer than me. She's just like, "Are you okay?" She's like, no. And I'm just like, well, and then I go in, I'm like, what's are you okay? What's going on? She's like, my boyfriend just kicked me out of our apartment. And I'm just like, what? And she's just like, my boyfriend just kicked me out of the apartment. We live up the street. We live in that building right there. And we look and the building is literally right there. And I'm just like, and then my girlfriend was just like, are you cold? What? She's like, yeah, he just kicked me out. Like, didn't let me grab any of my jacket or clothes or anything. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And my girlfriend was like, Melvin, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some clothes for her. And then she comes back, gives her a shirt or a jacket. And she's like, thank you so much. And I'm just like, it's clear that she's not a drug addict. She's not mentally ill. She's just a lady that has an abusive boyfriend. You can tell after 2 minutes of a conversation, like, what's going on, right? So I was like, he hit you? She's like, yeah, he just shoved me and punched me a little bit. I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? He did that? And then I was just like, I started getting riled up. I started getting upset. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what? And then she's like, yeah, he has my my keys. He has my keys, so I can't get my car. That's my car right there. And it's like this like mini Jeep that she can't get into. And I'm like, I just need to get in there because he has, I have a spare key in there that I could use to drive, but I just can't get in. I don't know why I left the spare key inside the car. And I'm just like, in my head, I was like, I told her, I was like, I could just break into your car and get the key. She's like, you could do that? I was like, yeah. And then my girl was like, she had just met me, and she's like, you could do that? I was like, yeah, I just break.
She's like, chill, dog.
Yeah, it's a Jeep. It's very easy to break into because, I know a little bit about breaking into cars. So I'm like, she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I'll break into your car. And then you said the keys in there? She's like, yeah, it's in my gym bag. It's in the back. And I was like, oh, bet. So I'll just break into the trunk. Not break. I didn't use that word, but I was like, I'll just get into the trunk and not damage any of the doors. She was like, you could do that? I was like, yeah. But then I was so upset that he hit her that I was like, I'll fucking go up there. What apartment is it, bro? Tell me. I'll fucking go up there and fucking get your key back. And I'll never forget, she was like, no, I don't want you to do that. And I was like, why? He hit you. She was like, hey, no, because he'll kill you. And I was like, what? Oh, I'm my bravado, early 20s. What do you mean he'll kill me? And he's like, he's a part of the rolling 60s. He will kill you. I don't want you to do that. You've been so nice to me. I don't want you to die. I was like, in my head, my girl fucking grabbed my shoulder, was like, yeah, don't go up to his fucking face. And I was just like, and then my stupid young male bravado was like, no. And then both of them were like, no. So I was like, all right, where's your car? I'll open the trunk.
Yeah.
I open her trunk, open it, she grabs her key. She has my girlfriend's clothes. She was like, I want to give this back to you. My girlfriend was like, no, please, no, keep it. Don't give it back to me. And then she looks at me, he's like, thank you so much. How can I repay you? I was like, no. Just go to your sister's house. Because that's where she said it. I'm going to take my car, go to my sister's house, and then go from there. So she's like, thank you so much. And I was like, yeah, bye. We were like, bye. And then we went to go get ice cream. And it's just like, bro, if someone's in need, you don't need like a prize at the end to help them. Helping them is the prize. Being a nice person is a prize. That's the prize. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's the prize. Just being a fucking decent human being.
Listen, I want to say something, but I don't want to get people mad and shit.
I mean, we could out.
Okay. So like, Okay, I'm not even trying. I don't want to gas myself up. No, it's not about me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like the other day, I came from the gym, went to 7-Eleven. Some homeless guy was just like, "Hey, can you give me some water and like a orange soda and a strawberry soda?" And I was like, "Do you want one of them or do you want like all three?" She's like, "Can you give me all those things?" I was like, "Yeah, I got you." And I got him all those three things, right? And then I got him all those things, and he was like, "Thank you so much." And I was like, "No, it's all good, right?" And I just know that there's a lot of people now that will film that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That just film like, "Oh, let me help out the homeless."
Yeah.
And that shit drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It drives me fucking nuts, bro. And I only helped out one person at a time, but like, if I helped out more, I don't know. I would not, honestly, I'm being honest, I would not want that shit filmed. That shit would feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want shit filmed.
Yeah.
If I was in that, like, I would want to help the homeless more, like, if I could. And maybe I should. Like, be donating more or be like in organizations where like I'm just giving out food, but like anytime if I like, let's say like those viral videos are like, "Oh, giving $1,000 to like a street vendor," I would have just be like, "I don't want this shit filmed."
Yeah.
Even though it would get views, I don't give who gives a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, bro,
yeah.
I'm giving another Mexican or Latino an opportunity to just spend the whole week with their family.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about fucking me. I don't. That's not what giving is about.
Yeah.
It's not about you. It's about another person. It's about doing the right thing, you know. And I feel like with this YouTube influencer shit, it's like a lot of people just do things that it's a good thing, and then people give them so much love.
Yeah.
But like, is it with like just pure intentions? You know, like, why is there 3 camera angles? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one thing of like someone else is filming on their phone. Yeah, they're filming themselves on their phone, but like they have boom mics.
What's the production? There's a production.
Yeah, they have like lighting equipment and 3 cameras.
If you really care, like, either half-ass it or don't film it at all.
No, yeah, 100%, 100%.
And that shit just drives me nuts because
dog, it drives me crazy too. But I'd rather someone film them helping a person than that person not getting helped at all, if that makes sense.
I see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say that vendor doesn't get the $1,000 and the camera's on him. It's just him working. I'd rather him get $1,000, be a part of a video, than him not get the $1,000, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
They end up getting $1,000.
Yeah, they end up getting $1,000.
I just wish that like
that wasn't a thing.
It's almost a thing now to get street vendor shit.
Yeah,
because that was so much bullshit.
When it comes,
they get robbed, they get fucking taken advantage of.
When it comes to homeless people, bro, you know me, dog. No one advocates for homeless people more than me, and like not only an advocation with words, but like actual fucking treating them like human beings. Like, I still drive downtown. Like the other day, I visited my old studio, and I'm just like, wow, they really haven't changed a thing. Like, they haven't been able to fucking lease it out yet. Yeah. And people were like, Melvin! Like, me standing outside, I'm just like, bro, like, that's it. Like, my legacy is not this studio. My legacy is the friendships that I made along the way. Yeah. I know that sounds gay, but no,
that's true though.
It's just like, bro, like these people still remember me after all these fucking months, and they still want to talk to me. And I fucking hung out with them for like an hour.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why like all this like fake shit, like fake helping shit, bro. Like, in my head, I'm like, you're not really about that, but you're still doing more than everybody else. Like, that's why I say, like, if you get upset, like, let's say, I'm not accusing you, but like, let's say you get upset at someone giving $5,000 to a homeless person and they film it all and you get upset. But when's the last time you gave $5,000 to a homeless person? When's the last time you gave $100 to a homeless person? Yes, they're doing it.
Yeah, but it's not their $5,000. It's not their $5,000 though.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not their $5,000.
It's not. It's their fans.
But
It's the fans $5,000.
I doubt they're giving just like the fan. I feel like someone's sponsoring them.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, someone's sponsoring them.
When you give money to a homeless person, it's like your own money. It's like when there's no camera, no nothing. It's just you give them your own fucking money, and it's out of there. You just want to help somebody out. It's not about fucking trying to get views, trying to get fucking go viral or some shit. But a lot of this shit is just like, hey, let me fucking film these people struggling. Let me film them, and then like, let's film them be happy and shit for like a day or two. And then let's put it on YouTube and it's going to go viral. It just rubs me off the wrong way. Like, a lot of these fucking street workers, like these people from like these, what's it called? The people that do like the fucking like, they sell the ice cream, they sell elotes on the street, fucking people making content of them all the time. And it just kind of rubs me off the fucking wrong way. 'Cause even though some of them are getting money and like, obviously that's a great thing. I want them to not feel like they have to work every single day of every day of their lives, but when people just stick a camera in their faces, it's just like, oh, and they start crying. I know they're just like, ooh, this is good. Yeah. This is good. Not because I'm happy for them. This is going to be good content.
Yeah.
Because when you film a documentary, this is different. But if you film a documentary, when someone cries, you're just like, look at the director, you're just like, it's good stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not. But they're telling their story, and then they're open to telling their story, whatever. But when you just go out there on the street and give someone $5,000, obviously they're gonna fucking cry, or I wasn't gonna get emotional, and you just like, I don't know. I just feel like I think it's so.
No, you're right. I think I'm in agreement with you because it's just like when I see shit like that. Half of me is like I'm just so glad that something like this happened to this person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could tell, you see in their face they've been working 50 years. I'm just glad that something like this happened. Yeah. 50% of me is glad and joyful that something like this happened. Too. The other 50% is I do not respect you to the person doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like two things to be true at once. Yes. Two things to be true at once, right, bro? Where it's just like, I'm glad this is happening, but the person that's doing it, just know that people are looking at you with the side eye. Like the same with Mr. Beast. Like he's doing so much shit, but it's just like also, but then again, he's transparent.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of shit that's going on with him right now, but he's always been transparent. He was like, before giving away money, it feels good, but like I do it so I can get more views, so I can get more money, so I can give away more money. He's very transparent.
Yeah, before all the shit right now, like before all this, he was always been transparent about that kind of shit. Like he's always been like, yeah, I do this just to get more money, to help out more people, But it's always been with a good cause, I feel like. It's always been with good reason, you know? Mm-hmm. And maybe that's what the people are doing. Maybe because it's personal, because it's like Mexican, Latinos. Yeah. Maybe it's a lot more personal, because the way the people that fucking... Mr. Beast helps. It's like, actually no, he helps out a great. You can't really hate on Mr. Beast when it comes to like who he helps. Yeah, you might hate nowadays of the people that work for him and that business model or whoever is underneath him, but the people that he's helped, you can't really.
Because you think about like let's say a big creator fucking makes a video. A big creator makes a video, giving away $10,000 to a homeless person or a street vendor, right? Yeah, it's gonna inspire other people to fucking. Other creators to be like, whoa, he got 50 million views on that. I'm going to go give more money to street vendors and homeless people. Like, I'd rather that than all the other bullshit. It was like, oh, I'm going to prank, I'm going to do the gold digger prank where it's just like, you go up to a hot, beautiful girl and be like, hey, can I give your number? And she's just like, sorry, I'm busy. No, thank you. And then you get into a Lamborghini afterwards. And then she's just like, wait, this is your car? You know, I'd rather that, the giving away to people in need than this fucking cringy bullshit ass fucking YouTube scum that's been happening for the past 10 years.
I know. It's
because you're not going to stop scum.
No, you're not.
You're not going to stop mold. You're not going to stop fucking bacteria. I'd rather the bacteria give $10,000 to a homeless person.
The stories that we have told today, when we've helped people, wanting to help people, it's been because we felt someone needed help.
Yes.
And we want to do the right thing.
Yes.
And if so, if I was in that situation where someone needed help and someone would try to stick a camera in the face, I'd be like, yo, hey, chill, dog, relax, take that shit off, right? I feel like if you were trying to help somebody out, like that girl that was like my boyfriend trying to beat me, you'd be like, hey, what the fuck, chill.
Yeah, I mean, character is what happens when no one's looking. That's your true character. If you see people around or there's cameras recording and shit like that, and you're just like the most valiant fucking perfect gentleman, that doesn't mean much, right? It's what happens when no one's looking. The same thing with glory. Glory happens when no one's looking. The reason why these athletes are glorious is because they were grinding and killing themselves when no one was in the room.
When no one's recording.
You know what I'm saying?
The work that UFC
no one sees. Fighters, right? The reason why they have this glory is because they're just annihilating their soul and body when no one's looking. Yeah. That way, when people are looking, bro, they can shine, right? The same thing with nice people and empathetic people and givers. You know what I mean? And that. All this to say, bro. Like it's about what happens when no one's looking. You know, we say these stories because they're stories of our life. When we were younger and fucking didn't know shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't say these stories to brag because I wish I didn't have to fucking rescue a white woman from Vegas to go to Rancho Cucamonga. I wish she didn't get beat up. I wish that neighbor where my girl used to live didn't fucking get kicked out and hit. Like, I didn't wish that shit on anybody. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how things are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just being a nice person, like, it goes a long way because like you said it before in the episode, where it's just like, I want to help her because I want to help them because I don't know how I'd feel if I just left knowing that they would still be there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And honestly, bro, me on a personal level, on a Melvin Diaz level, like, I view everyone equally when I first meet them, whether they're homeless or they're like rich and famous. Like, I view them equally. You've seen me, dog.
Yeah.
You see me fucking take shots with homeless people and like drink beer.
Yeah. You're not like,
You've seen me.
You're not like, oh, what the fuck? You're like, what's up, homie? What's up, dog?
There's like times where you come out of the store and you're like, Melvin, come on, we have to go. And I'm like, no, wait, give me a second. And I'm like drinking beer and like talking to people.
And I'm the one that's like, hey, what are you talking?
You're like, Melvin, come on, we're late.
And you're just like, hold on, who's gonna give me a shot? You guys are just fucking pounding a bottle. I'm like, okay, I respect that shit, dude. You are yourself, bro. You're just
it's just like, bro, because I see them as a human. I don't see any human higher or lower than anybody else. I see everyone as humans. Yeah. Is that because I'm tall? Maybe. I see all people shorter than me as regular. Yeah. But that's just how it is, bro.
It's the truth, man. And listen, you've been spitting a lot this fucking podcast.
Physically, too.
Yeah, because my face is dehydrated.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you and I love you for that.
I love you too, man.
Fucking gay guy.
I love you too. I love you too.
You're fucking gay.
I love you too, dog. I love you too. And that's why, like, let me say this. I would not be doing SoulPrimos if you were mean or an asshole. I would not.
So I would not be doing SoulPrimos if you were taller than 6'4".
Look, I would not be doing SoulPrimos if you were 6.
Wait, I am 6 years old. You're disgusting.
No, 6 feet tall.
Listen, we have tried to help people. Listen, the thing about SoulPrimos is we try to be the best version of ourselves consistently.
Yes.
Constantly.
Yes. And we implore all our SoulPrimos out there and SoulPrimos to be the best version that they can be.
Yeah, because when you're in your mid-20s, late 20s, it almost feels like, okay, now I got to reach another level. I gotta become another person.
Yeah.
As I enter my 30s, I'm like, okay, now, let me they've been trying to get into the best shape of my life. Let me try to be a better partner, a better person, better at my craft, better at everything. It's almost like I'm getting ready to enter my 30s, so I'm trying to be the best version of myself as I possibly can. So I'm always trying to just be better, grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of the stories we told today, they've been true, they've been honest, and you know. And I'm glad, like, especially I'm glad, like, my girl. I told my girl after that happened, and she understood completely, because like it's especially women. Women have it hard.
Yeah.
And I think like men that aren't, I don't know how to say this. Men that aren't around women or don't respect women don't understand how hard it is to be a woman. How scary it can be.
Yeah.
How fucking terrifying it can be.
Look, I have 2 sisters and a mother.
Oh, exactly.
You have a niece, a stepdaughter, and a mother.
Yes, exactly.
Like, women are a huge part of our lives.
Oh yeah. My niece texts me all the time.
Yeah.
She disrespects me all
Yeah,
the time.
my little sister checks me and disrespects me all the time too.
And that's just the respect we have for women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's just like that's why like when we meet guys and they think that we're like, and we are fun. We're like fucking just we're pretty wild, you and I.
I think so, yeah.
And they come to us thinking like, oh, these fools are wild. Let me fucking spew misogynistic things.
Yeah.
Or
Actually,
racist things.
I'm glad you said that shit.
We're just like, no, dog. We're wild.
Yeah.
We're wild. We will do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
But we cross the line of fucking misogyny and racism.
That means we'll get lit, we'll fucking party, but if you say something like stupid as fuck, we'll just be like,
dog, we
chill,
side eye you, bro. We're just like, we don't want to hang out with you, dog. We don't want to fucking do nothing with you. Like, there's like, we have peers that are creators like that. They fucking spew crazy shit, and we're just like, okay, like you're getting views off of being a hateful bastard. Like, hey, everyone's on their own path. Like, you do what you gotta do, but that's not gonna be SoulPrimos, bro. That's not gonna be SoulPrimos.
Yeah,
and
that's what makes me happy. Like we haven't had a live show, but like even like Isimo was kind of shared the same like thought process, where like we had like women and couples and women would come by themselves sometimes to shoot the show, and for me that always said a lot about the show. That like we respect everybody. Especially like we always say, I think loving our girls is a big thing, and respecting our women is a big thing, because a lot of times in media or in podcasts, like there's a lot of toxic men that fucking don't even understand themselves, can't understand their women, don't even fucking know how to treat women. And I'm not saying we're perfect, but like a lot of people talk shit about fucking women that just see them as like bitches and shit. And listen, I love my girl. I love her. I respect her. We have respect for women tremendously. So I think like the life that we've had, we've seen like women and their boys or their couples, and women by themselves feel comfortable being around us and everybody. And it's like, it's a beautiful thing, dude.
Yeah.
Like we're all just trying to
figure it out, bro. And then for look, we know that most of our SoulPrimos understand where we're coming from and what we're saying.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be some fucking haters that will be like, oh, they want to suck up to the woman. They want to be fucking. They're white knights, or they're what's the other word? It's just like, oh, they want to be they want to be like getting nice into the women so they can fuck or whatever, bro. I'll say this: we don't want to be fucking clean. We don't want to be fucking, what's the word, like fucking...
Bro, we're not even clean, bro.
We're not even clean, bro. And for those people who fucking say that shit, fuck you, bitch, bro. We'll beat the fuck out of you, dog.
Bro,
we're two very violent individuals that just so happen to be funny, dog.
Yeah. And also, just because, okay, shocker to some men, just because we love our women, our girls, doesn't mean we're fucking soft, too.
Or we're pussies, dog.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dog.
I will only ever say positive things about my girl.
Yes.
And he will, too.
Yes.
And they have a beautiful relationship. We have a beautiful... It's like, we will only say positive things about her. We will uplift our women in our lives because they make us better men.
Yes.
And that is not fucking pussy shit. That is not soft.
Yes.
It's
and we have women that we work with, too.
Yes.
Like in our careers,
yes.
that are incredible.
Yes.
Dude, bro, look, listen, man, if you're a fucking incel, SoulPrimos is not for you, dog. If you're a fucking pussy bitch motherfucker, SoulPrimos is not for you.
I think if you're an incel, every time you see a woman, you're just like,
I want to talk to you. And then when they walk away, you're like, I hate you.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking bitch.
If you're a normal human being, we are normal human beings, or we try to be. You see a woman, you just see a person, you say, hey, what's up,
It's a person, yes. Yeah. It's a person.
It's a person, you know what I'm saying? And then that's how you are. And especially we have our partners, we love our partners, and like we don't, you see a woman, we don't fucking try to put them down or anything.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If you're a hater, really ask yourself. Look, this is what I ask myself. I'm being personal right now. When I see something online or on TV or something like that, and let's say I see another comedian or I see a rapper or I see a TV show, and I get the initial instinct of like, oh, this shit sucks, dog. What the fuck? I ask myself, like, wait, why do I hate this? Why do I hate this? And then, is it because of who's singing it? Who's doing it? Is it because of the context of what's going on? Or is it because of how I feel? And most of the time it's because it sucks. But there's some times where I'm just like, oh shit, I'm being a hater because this guy's hot and funny and he's doing this, or this idea is brilliant and I wish I thought of it. So that's why I'm being a hater. Bro, be self-reflective. I think that's the key. That's the key to being the best person that you can be. Self-reflective. Self-reflection. Ask yourself. Negative things of your being, whether you're a hater or a fucking negative person, always complaining, always finding an issue with yourself or issue with other people. Why? What's going on? What caused me to act like this? And 9 times out of 10, you'll figure out what is making you be a bitch and you'll fix it. And then the 1 times out of 10 that you won't do it, those are people that you have to avoid at all costs.
Yeah, a lot of times, like in life, I think the easiest thing to do in life is to be negative about yourself, about your life, or about your life circumstances. It's so fucking easy. But, I think as you get older and you want to be better, your thoughts almost like it's so strange how your thoughts change over time. Like as I got older, I've made a conscious effort to work on my thoughts and how I feel about myself. So sometimes like I'll have conflicts among myself, my own mind. Yeah. And you're just like, I'm just like, chill, or like I'll try to be more positive.
Yes, it's good.
And when I'm negative, I'm like, stop. What the fuck? You gotta stop yourself.
Like, why am I being a hater?
It sounds stupid. So people have not dealt with that shit. But like your mind is the way you think about yourself. It doesn't have to be the way you always think about yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can just. It's like almost like when you get, when you're growing up and you kind of wake up, you're like 7, you're just like, holy shit. Yeah. I'm alive, right?
You become sentient.
Yeah. It's like your mind can be that too, where like your mind has been a certain way. The easiest thing in your life to be is negative, and as you become an adult, like the easiest thing for you to be is negative. So there's been so many times in my life where where either like I've done something stupid or like I try to go after somebody and then shit didn't work out and then it made me look like a fool and I got super upset. But I'm like, bro, especially when it comes to romance, because I feel like a lot of times with men, a lot of our issues are romance, and as you get older, I'm just like, dude, that's not that big of a deal. Because like when I was younger, romance was such a big deal, big part of my life, and I understand how that could be so troublesome to some people. Like, I want to meet somebody, I want to find somebody, but you got to work on yourself too, man. A lot of men do not work on themselves at all. A lot of men just accept who they are, or they don't even accept who they are. They just think that who they are is who they are, and they don't make any conscious effort into changing who they are. Because if you spend some time being like, okay, how do I feel myself? How do I feel about myself? How do I feel about other women, about other people? There's so much space for change. There's so much opportunity for change. And I feel like a lot of men do not take that opportunity. Because when I was younger, oh my God, like I would complain about like girls, like I was successful with women. Don't get me wrong. But there was times where I really liked women. And like a lot of men, like, this is what I realized. Like a lot of men can be successful around women. Like you can have sex. But I'm saying like when it comes to like if you want something sustainable, men are very flawed in that. Like You can be attracted. You can talk to somebody. You can talk to a woman. You can tell her what she wants to hear for like a day or two or three and have sex. But like, can you keep? Are you a man worth having for like a month or two? You know what I mean? I feel like when I was younger, I knew what to say. I knew how to act for like a week or two. And then when a girl wanted more maturity out of me, I was like,
yeah,
I couldn't deliver.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to ask yourself like, what do you bring to the table? And I know that sounds cliche and corny or whatever, but like, it's just like, bro, like, what truly are you bringing to the table of a relationship or friendship or any type of ship? You know what I mean? Like, are you bringing joy? Are you bringing peacefulness? Are you bringing knowledge? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you have to ask yourself. If you're lonely, if you can't get a fucking partner, you know what I'm saying? Like with us, like I know what you bring to the table. You bring joy, you bring laughter, you bring knowledge, you bring fucking shut the fuck. You bring gayness. You bring you do all this shit, right? So I'm like, bro, that's why I love Joel so much, because someone, if you involve someone into your life, they have to make that life better. If they make it worse, why the fuck do you have them in your life?
Exactly, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You spitting that truth. You spitting that truth.
Hey, I'm just lit off this Still Austin, baby.
Dude,
I'm just lit off this Still Austin, baby.
Hey, Whiskey Letter, why you gotta do us like that? Why you gotta fucking make us like hammer like that? Bro, dude? Come on, man.
Come on.
Hey, bro, hey.
But do you get what I'm saying? Like, you really have to ask yourself, like, what are you bringing to the table? And I don't even know what we're talking about now.
Listen, I feel like sometimes, okay.
Look,
Ben, okay.
The Joe Rogan fucking special sucked ass.
Do you want to talk about that? I was about to say that women don't understand, man. It's hard being a man too.
Women don't understand men, and men don't understand women.
I would say this.
Men do not understand women.
Before we end this topic, I would just say that like some men have a distorted view of what a man means nowadays, right? Men feel like they have to provide everything, and then it also depends on what type of like dynamic you and your girl have. Sometimes you'll meet a girl that's like you got to pay for everything, right? So it's harder for the man, right? Sometimes you meet a girl that's like, oh, I want to split half and half because that's fair, right? So I think for a man, they're always expected to have so much money and provide for most things in life, and that's hard. You know what I mean? And woman, if you're not delivering a baby, if you're just kind of like going through life and shit, it's. I don't think it's as difficult as a man, as a provider sense. You know, it's difficult as a woman because like. I mean, might not be paid as much. It's scary because there's a lot of weirdos out there. There's a lot of fucking weird ass motherfuckers out there. But like in general, I think like being a man is hard too. And I think men don't get that recognition of like the difficulties of being a man. I think they think that it's like, you know, it's easy. It's easy when there's like it's easy because like you're stronger, you're bigger. But there's also so much more expectations out of a man than people fucking realize. Out of an adult man. Out of like a person that's out of like the mid-20s. When you reach that mid-20s, it's like, no, you're a man. And there's like, what's your career? Do you have a job? Like, how much money do you make? There's so many questions being asked about you. There's so many expectations out of you. When you're 18 up to 25, it's like, oh, it's okay. It's like he's doing this and doing that. He's trying this and that. After a certain age, it's like, how much money do you make? What do you do? Do you have a house? Do you have an apartment? Where do you live at? And like, if you don't, sometimes if you don't check all those boxes, people look at you as like less than, you know, and it could be very negative for someone's mental health, a man's mental health, you know, and it's weird because on the internet, people are always like, oh, people are on their own journey, people are on their own pace. Do not compare, but I think women compare men all the time. Be like, oh, well, you don't have a house. Well, this guy has a house. I should probably go with this guy. It's hard. It's hard out here, man. I just want to say it's hard here for men too. Yeah. Not just for women. It's hard here for a woman. For men too, it's hard. Yeah. It's difficult for men too. Yeah. I just want to say that.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what's so crazy, bro? Like it's always the people who have been with a lot of women who are like the most anti-misogyny, like misogynistic. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's always the men that barely have any contact with women who are the most misogynistic, who are the most like, oh, women just order in the kitchen. Have you? We both have friends. No, dude. We both have friends who are fucking just making love to a woman every night, and they're the most chill fucking.
The most annoying thing is dudes that will go out to strip clubs every night, go to clubs every night, and just meet girls there and be like, woman, yeah, you can't trust them. it's like, bro, you're going to a fucking club where everybody's trying to fuck, and then after that, you go to a strip club where everybody's trying to fuck, and then you judge women off of those experiences. Bro, of course.
It's like going to the Los Angeles River, the LA River, and being like, fishing sucks. You can't catch any fish.
You have such a distorted view of women and fishing, bro.
You're mentally ill. It's gotta be mental illness.
You're mentally ill. This isn't real fucking life, bro. The girl you liked grinded on 45 people that night, which is not a problem. I'm just saying, like, that's not a real woman.
Yeah.
You know, and people, a woman from LA, bro, I'm like, women in that West Hollywood and that specific club are like that.
Like, thinking that a stripper likes you because she asked you a question is like thinking the cashier at Trader Joe likes you because
what you got going on?
Because she asked you, would you want a bag? Paper or plastic? That's what it is. Exactly. That's what it is. Thinking a stripper likes you, or an escort likes you, or a sex worker likes you is like thinking a cashier likes you because she tells you how much you have to pay.
Exactly, bro. It's fucking sad.
Because the cashier smiles at you. If you had a friend and they were like, oh yeah, I really want to, I think I'm gonna marry this cashier that works at the Ralphs or the Vons. Or the you know what I mean? Or the Albertsons at the supermarket. Why? She just smiles every time that that she rings my stuff up. And it's just like, you're crazy. Yeah. I need to call the police to lock you up because you're mentally ill.
Yeah.
Same thing when this people think the same thing when you're like, oh yeah, I met this girl at the strip club and I was like, let me take you away. And she said, yeah, baby, yeah, okay, here's my number. And I think this is the girl that I want to marry. That's the same thing.
She's trying to get a fucking tip, dog. People
see you the same way.
She wants a tip, dog.
People see you the same way, which is you are a fucking idiot, mentally ill motherfucker, dog. Fuck you, dog. I hate motherfuckers like you, man. Fuck, bro, man.
It is sad.
It is sad.
Fuck.
It's sad.
She just wants extra money, and no shame on her for trying to get that extra fucking 30, 40 bucks and shit, bro. Let her make her fucking money, but you are an idiot.
You're an idiot.
And you are sad.
You're an idiot.
Like, if I have homies that go to strip club, that go to strip club still, but they know what it is. They know it's like, I got
homies that still shop at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, it's like, it's expensive, but I want to fucking, I want her to grind on me, and I'll pay you $20, and if I want extra shit, I'll pay for this and that, and then maybe I'll serve it in 2 weeks when I fucking get another paycheck. Yeah. That's it. It's simple as that. They're not thinking like, I think she might like me. Oh, maybe I'll try and talk to her and shit. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. She don't like you, man. Listen. Just eat, just fucking do your thing. Get the fuck out of there, man.
I think the biggest point that we're trying to make.
Yes. No disrespect to anybody.
That Joel and I are trying to make. The biggest point. Overall, the overarching
point. And before you say this.
Please go ahead.
Listen, I've had a dark strip club face. That's fine. Okay, I've had a dark strip club face, right? Yeah. I've had a phase where I was eating ass at the strip club. I was fucking eating all the strippers' ass.
Yeah.
With consent.
Yes.
And they told me to eat that shit. And I was eating that shit, right? Yeah. I was fucking going wild. And I wasn't going with homies. I was going by myself. After parties, after going out, I gotta go home. My home was a strip club. You know what I mean? I was disgusting, right?
Yeah.
I've had my face. So I'm like, I understand what these motherfuckers are going through. But never that I ever think, I think this girl likes me. She wants my money. And I'm like, okay, I'll give you that money in exchange for some sexual pleasure. But some men confuse that. They think these women love them, like them. No. No.
And look, I'll say this right now, bro. We have mutual friends, or we have friends where it's just like they have a gal on their arm, they have a girl on their arm that is just there. They're just there for the money, and you know, I mean, you can't tell your boy like, hey, she just wants you for your money, and you just have to be cordial. You just have to be like, yeah, okay, hi, how are you, bro? There's so many guys that just, whether they know or they know but they're just trying to hide it, or they fucking, or they know but deep down they're just like, please let her like me. Please let this 10 like a fucking 4 guy. It's just like, it's just sad. It's fucking sad. And no, look, and let me just say this. If you're fucking a 50-year-old fat, ugly guy and you have a 10 of the most gorgeous woman on your arm, and you're walking around with her, no one's thinking you're cool. Nobody's thinking you're cool. Everyone's just thinking, oh, I can't imagine how much he paid her. That's what they're thinking. That's the reality. That's the reality of the situation. I'm just being real. Oof. I'm just being real. I look. I'm giving you the honest truth. Oof. But let me give you another honest truth.
Yes.
For our SoulPrimos out there, if you're lonely, you're single, just work on yourself. Make yourself the best possible version that you can be, whether it's working out, getting a business, getting some money, finding joy in your life. Just focus on yourself. The universe will give you someone. Trust me. Trust me in that. If I know that for a motherfucking fact.
Yes.
Once you choose yourself, once you're at a crossroads and you're just like, what should I do? You know what? I'm going to choose myself. I'm going to put myself fucking first. The universe will give you someone. And trust me on that, dude.
Before I found a beautiful lady, I was single for 5 years, right? And everybody was tripping. All my homies were tripping, right? And it was weird because a lot of the homies that were like, hey, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, well, first of all, you hate your partner. you cheat on your partner also, right? I was like, I'm not going to be with someone until I'm ready, right? And also, that time as a man, I was like, I'm lazy. I don't have a work ethic. I got to find something. I got to find a passion. I got to work on that shit. I got to build myself as a man. All that time I spent on me, and I feel like I grew so much. So you might be 23, 24, 25. It doesn't matter what age you are. If you're single and if you're just literally not looking, that's amazing. Fucking work on yourself, work your ass off, find a hobby, get in shape, do whatever you think do anything that's positive for you, man. Because like, and also explore yourself emotionally. Like, why, like some people are 45 and like, I'm not ready to get in a relationship. I'm like, that's satisfying. Why is that? Why is that?
Yes.
There's people that are like not down to be in relationships when they're 45, and they might think it's cool, but it's also like, okay, what? Like Bill Maher, now you're 60. Now you're 65 and you're like, I don't ever want to be married. I'm like, well, now you're 70. Now you're 80.
Now you're going to die in the next 7 years.
Now you're going to die alone, you fucking sad ass weirdo. Yeah. Now you're hitting on like the fuck. Now you're fucking inviting the hot tour girl and you're flirting with her and she's 40 years old, younger than you. Now you're weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Find out what's wrong with you. And I found out what's wrong with me. It's not rocket science. You're afraid of commitment. You're afraid of fucking loving. You're afraid of being hurt. And a lot of men, it's simple as that. It's not like it's not rocket science. You just gotta ask yourself these questions, you know, or maybe go to therapy. But sometimes you just gotta ask yourself these questions. You gotta fucking be in your own mind and be like, why am I the way I am? Why am I scared to do this? Why am I afraid of doing this? And be honest with yourself, man, and love yourself, man. Like, no one's perfect, and as you're growing, you got to be kind to yourself, you know? Some people grow up faster. Some people grow up slower. Some people, you know, they have trauma when they're younger and they feel older as they're younger. And then maybe you might be 30 and you feel immature, but you got to be like, okay, why am I like? You got to make a conscious effort to work on yourself. You know how I was super sad 2 years ago. I had a fucking 24-hour gym in my local city. I was like, I'm a loser. I have no work ethic. It's like the daily battles you got to win to win. You got to win these daily battles, and they don't have to be big battles. Do I want to eat healthy today? Yes, that's a huge battle one. Do I fucking want to wake up early? Not 4 a.m. like social media does, but like maybe 8 and just fucking get my day start early and work on something, or just fucking walk around, or just fucking do something positive for myself. You know, those are wins. Life is about the small wins sometimes. Yeah. Social media is about like, waking up at 4 and doing 50 things. It's like maybe wake up at 7 and then just like fucking get coffee and start your work day earlier and stretch, or maybe go for a walk, or anything simple. It's like, it's about those simple things in life that are also, sustainable.
Yeah. Even with this podcast. Yeah. Even this podcast, we have peers and like real life friends who have way more subscribers, followers, everything that we do, and they're just like, dude, what you guys are doing is great, and it's one of those things like we it doesn't matter whether we have 20 subscribers or 200,000 subscribers, we're still gonna create what we want to create. Yeah, exactly. The intros that we want to create, the art that we want to create, the topics that we want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the quality that we want to put out. It doesn't matter like whether we have fucking 10 or a million subscribers.
Yeah, like we've been starting these intros for a while now. And we've been trying to do like and some weeks it's like some weeks it's easier just the time. Yeah. And like we put our heart and energy into everything. So sometimes it's easier than other weeks, but like we always try our best. And like we have such a small following. And we say that just because we love everybody, but we're not like 30,000 subscribers, and doesn't mean we don't appreciate everybody, but we're just being realistic. You know what I mean? Like we love everybody, we appreciate everybody, and we want to get to that point, but like we also like, while we're at this level, we want to also provide the most we can. Like, if we're like at 600, 700 subscribers and we're fucking trying to fucking provide these crazy intros at this level, like that should show you a good sign that like, dude, as we get bigger, we're going to try to do more.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, bro, like you say these small victories, like it doesn't matter like whether you're like a bigger person and you just walk 1 mile today, like it matters what is best for you. You get what I'm saying? And like,
because people compare yourself to each other so many times. Like, if you're like at a bigger size and you see someone be like, I ran 32 miles today, you might be like, fuck, I only ran 2 miles. Fuck. Yeah. But dude, you ran 2 miles. Yeah. And sometimes like fuck everybody else. Like, I've been running. I'm not running all the time. Like, let's say like for example, I've been running and I can run 10 minutes without stopping, right? To somebody who's experienced, that's whack as fuck. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, before this, I could only run 3 or 4 minutes at a time. So I made it like an increase. Like I used to be able to run 2 or 3 minutes and then stop and be exhausted. Now I can run 10 minutes at a time. And I'm not even thinking about miles. It's just, I'm just thinking about like, how can I get better? So I run 3, then 5, then 10. Then I'm going to try to do 11 and 12. It's about like doing these daily battles within yourself. And like there's other people that do better, obviously, in every field. But let's use them as inspiration, not as competition. I know people that are runners that run 20 fucking miles and like this amount of minutes. That's my inspiration, but like I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck, I ran a mile in 8 minutes. I'm a fucking loser. I'm gonna be like, I want to get to that point, but I'm gonna take my time, you know. And I think time goes by so fast, but we also don't realize how much of that we have. You know, like time goes by fast, but on a day-to-day basis, we can use time to increase our skills in any physical or mental or anything. And it's so beneficial. We have so much time, you know. Yeah. Like on the grand scheme of things, we only have 100 years or so. But like, I'm 28. I have a month to be 29 to 30. like I can use every day to get better at like running or getting a little bit faster, like that's a lot of time. So we have to make a conscious effort to be better. You know, and
conscious effort to be better.
To know that I'm waking up and I have this little goal to be better. You know, like people have like these, people have jobs, but like there's always like a little. We can always make that extra effort. Just be like, I want to do this. I want to do this. Doesn't matter how little or how small. Like life is so crazy for everybody. Yeah. If you take out the extra time to be good at something, to be better at something, like you should be proud of yourself.
And I think that means a lot coming from you because you are so good at what you do that it's just like, bro, you're a living embodiment of what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? If you guys have seen anything Joel has made, not even SoulPrimos, not even, bro, if you guys have seen anything that he's made, bro, it's a living embodiment of what he's preaching. Like, so that's it. I'm just saying. Yeah. If you guys want to be better, you will be better.
Yeah. And like I'm saying, I just want our supporters to be better. We all want to be better.
And if you guys want to send us free shit, then by all means.
Shout out to El Whiskilero.
El Whiskilero. Look, before we end this.
Yes.
El Whiskilero. Come on, man. You sent us two incredible whiskey bottles that you made yourself. Still Austin. It's called Still Austin. Please go follow El Whiskilero. Go follow Still Austin. We love Texas. We love El Whiskilero. And then go comment on Whiskilero. Go be like, oh, SoulPrimos sent me. SoulPrimos sent me. Go say that.
Yes. Let him know because he's a real one. He's a.
Let him know, dude. We have enjoyed this thoroughly. Joel and I have drank a lot of whiskey together. This is not probably. This is the best whiskey we've ever had together
for sure. And are we buzzed?
A little bit more than that. Yeah. Are we lit? Yes. Are we gonna do something questionable after the podcast? Yes. Are we might get arrested? No. But
shout out to Whiskilero, man. I love you. I appreciate you. Like the messages he sent, he was like, "It's all family," and I was like, "We don't deserve you. We don't deserve this. We're pieces of shit. Like we're alcoholics. Like we're alcoholics." He's like, "It's all family," and like. This is legit the Latino experience, man. These motherfuckers, like we're Whiskilero, that just showing love and support, and like, this is what I said before. I'm like, I can't believe we have this I can't like this podcast is so cool, man. I have so much fun with you, and then our fucking honest members are so fucking cool, and it is just some people ask about like how's the podcast doing? I'm like, it's doing good, bro. Like we have so much good people listen to us, and we love the people that listen to us, and I'm just like, I'm just blessed, bro. And I hope you feel the same way.
Oh, without a doubt. Like, without a doubt. Look, right now we're at 680 subscribers. Yeah. I don't see them as subscribers. I see them as friends. I'm just like, bro, I'm living a life where I have 680 friends from across the country, across the world. Shout out to Ji Woo Han from South Korea. Oh, like, shout out. I mean, like we have 680 friends scoured across the world. Like, it's a blessing. Every day is a blessing. Every episode is a fucking blessing. Yeah. And whether we have 680 subscribers or 680,000 subscribers, I'm still going to fucking approach every episode like it's my last and with the same joy and fucking laughter that I would have even if we had 0 subscribers. Exactly. And I know that you're the same way. I'm exactly the same fucking way, bro. SoulPrimos, that's why I love SoulPrimos so much. That's why we work so well together. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter how many subscribers we have, how many listeners we have, we're still going to be the fucking same,
and also, shout out to our old podcast, but we enjoy doing this a lot more than our old shit. You know what I mean? Like, we have fun, we have a good time, and we fucking talk shit. And also, other podcasts say they talk shit, but we're not talking shit just to talk shit.
Yeah, we're not being like, yo, fuck this one thing if you don't like it, bro. Yeah, look.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just like shout out to comedians all over the world, but there's a lot of people that think they're edgy or edgelords that just talk shit. Like, oh, I'm just trying to be controversial. Like, oh, you can't say shit, bro. If we don't even
look, if you're an edgelord, bro, you're a fucking loser, dog.
Exactly.
And if you're like, you want to say anything, bro, like, bro, in real life, all these edgelords in real life. Like when you interact with them in real life, in person, face to face, bro, they're the biggest pussies you'll ever fucking meet.
Exactly.
And trust me, I know this because I've encountered some of y'all favorites edgelords in real life, bro. They're timid, quiet, they stutter, bro. Fuck you, dog.
And we're not wild on the podcast because we're not wild in real life. We're just fucking talking,
and we're not mean in real life.
Anything we talk shit, that's the full extent of what we do in real life. Like we're just having fun and having a good time. And we love people. We love people with different cultures, backgrounds, and we're not trying to hate on everybody. We might say stupid shit, but we love everybody. We're chill, bro. Yes. We're not trying to be edgelord. We're not trying to be.
And even if we are mean, this has never happened. But I'm pretty sure if I was mean, Joel would look at me some type of way, and if he was mean, I would look at him some type of way. This never happened, but I know that it would.
Okay, yeah. There's been many times where we've said like, okay, not mean shit, but shit that we thought were funny. We're just like, I don't know, man.
Both of them, yeah. We do the bit, and then we're just like. We should never say that ever again. That shit was fucking weird.
If we ever say anything mean, we'll be like, nah.
We're the first to call ourselves out.
Yeah.
On each other. Yeah. Like we're the first ones.
But luckily we don't get to that point where we're just fucking mean. Yeah. It's at first trying to be funny. Yeah. And we're always like, I don't know. That's
even though that was funny, that was mean. Let's not say that.
Yeah. So it's just like that's the vibe we're trying to give off.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And dude, I hate edgelords, bro. They're all pussies in real life, and fuck it. If you're an edgelord, fuck you. And then other than that, it was Esquilero, dog.
Oh, we love you, and you made me drunk, and we owe you a lot. And
you're drunk?
No,
you made Joel drunk. You made me feel good.
You're not drunk. I'm not drunk.
And salud. Thank you so much for sending us 2 bottles of your incredible whiskey. If any of you guys want to send us other things that you guys have created or whatever, hit us up and we'll give you the address. And Esquilero, I hope you don't fucking dox us.
Okay, hopefully we promoted your products very well. If not, then I'm very sorry. We just got very lit. Okay, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Like 2 hours ago, I got lit off your product. Okay, I got lit very fucking fast, right? So anything after that, I'm very grateful.
Well, Joel's a lightweight, and I hope you forgive him for that.
Because I'm skinny.
I hope you forgive him. He's skinny and he's small, and I hope you forgive him for that.
And I'm sorry. Listen,
we didn't eat anything today.
Also, yes, we're also going to Austin very soon.
Yes, and you will be on the top of a list of people that we want to see in real life.
Fuck, man. Listen, man. I know comedian. Okay, I'll be honest. I know a lot of comics, and they're always like, "Oh, how's your podcast doing?" But honestly, to put me down. There was like, oh, your podcast doing good, right? And there's a few that are
passive aggressive.
There's a few that are actually supportive. Shout out Alfred Robles, one of the supportive motherfuckers ever.
Alfred's awesome. Alfred Robles, go follow him. He's awesome.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that are like, how's your podcast doing, right? Almost like they see the numbers to compare to themselves and do better. But listen, man, I appreciate all you motherfuckers. I love you all, and you guys can always hit us up with anything. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to do anything with the fucking podcast, man. It can be about life, about relationships, about anything. It can be about anything. We will respond. We will talk to you guys. I don't give a fuck. Don't even talk about us. Be like, hey, bro, I'm going through this. What do you recommend? We're not the smartest. We're still pretty young, but we'll try our best. And we just want to fucking build a community. We would love you guys, and we fucking mean that shit.
Yeah, 100%. And we want to be there. We want to be. We're your SoulPrimos. Like, we're your cousins, bro. You are our cousins. Like, we're cousins. So I've never had cousins in real life. That's why I'm very serious when I say that all our SoulPrimos out there, they're my actual cousins. I've never had cousins. Yeah. And God has blessed me with these amazing cousins from SoulPrimos. Like, how beautiful is that?
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All my cousins died.
I know. I never had cousins to begin with, and all your cousins died.
Yeah, they died.
And God has blessed us. The universe has blessed us with these amazing SoulPrimos out there.
Yeah,
that's why we don't take this shit lightly.
Yeah, we're like we said at the beginning of the podcast, a whiskey letter, like you might be involved in whiskey and alcohol all the time. So like sending shit might be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna. For us, I'm like, we literally looked at the bottle and be like, oh my God.
Like someone sent this. Not only did someone send this, someone sent something that they created, their business to us.
We're just like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So this honestly means a lot. And listen, I'm buzzed as fuck, and I'm glad it's from fucking something you sent, Whiskey Leto. I appreciate you 100%. And we love you, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Everyone, go follow Whiskey Leto on Instagram and all other social platforms. We love you guys so much. There's really no other words to say. We love our SoulPrimos out there so fucking much, dog. And when we blow up, because we will blow up, and when we become fucking stupid famous, we will never forget our fucking original SoulPrimos out there. Any SoulPrimos.
Listen, when we blow the fuck up, we'll still be fucking getting it.
We'll still be fucking alcoholic gay motherfuckers, dog.
We'll be like, hey, Whiskey Leto, we'll give you $3,000. Let's give a cent of this shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think we'll ever change because Joel and I have gone through changes, even in our personal lives. And even though we're both 28, we've gone through such changes. Nothing has ever changed,
bro. How can we change? We come from the immigrant experience. We're fucking come from immigrant lifestyle.
You and I both. That's why I love you so much because we both come from shit.
Without the respect,
we both. No,
my dad built this, but
no, like we both come from shit.
Yeah.
Our parents come from shit.
Our parents
come from shit, and they built something for us, and we come from that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
We could have been drug dealers. We could have been gang members. We could have been thieves. We could have been fucking anything under the motherfucking sun, dog. And we chose a life in the arts.
I want to say one thing before we end. Listen, so I watched Deadpool versus Wolverine, right? And Wolverine is such a beautiful person, strong, independent, fucking strong-willed person, right? You know, when I was younger with immigrant experience, and sometimes I think about my life and I'm like, listen, my father is my Wolverine. Gilberto Romero is my Wolverine. Wrong emotional. Shout out to my fucking father. He will see this. My niece shows my mom all of my episodes and they don't understand. But my father is my Wolverine, Gilberto Lopez Romero. Shout out to him for building this beautiful back house on top of rebuilding the front house. He is an immigrant from Sinaloa, Culiacan, Sinaloa. He is a hardworking man. He's a beautiful man. He's one of the strongest willed person I've ever met. He is a Wolverine. Every time I see that's why I love Wolverine, because he's like such a rough exterior, but with so much heart. I think of my father. My father is my Wolverine in my life. I love my father, and he is the reason I'm here today. And he is the most strongest, beautiful person I've ever met in my fucking life, and he deserves all the success. And I hope I can fucking repay him back for everything in my life. I hope I get rich and just fucking buy him a house or throw a castle. I hope I can fucking do everything for him. My father is my Wolverine in my life. Shout out to Gilberto Romero. Lopez Romero. Anything you have to say?
No, it's beautiful.
Let's go. I've been Joel Romero.
I'm Melvin Diaz. Thank you guys so much.
Let's go.
Okay, bye.